What's up, guys? It's Cooper Webb, and you're listening to the MotoXpod.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Aaron Plessinger, and you guys are listening to the MotoXpod.
Save me from myself. My arms and legs are bound, like an aging corpse from another world. I'll scream the truth 6 feet underground. Feel the life inside yourself. Watch your enemies dispel. If I could find a way to avoid this fate, could be a sword.
What's up? We are back. The MotoXpod is live Wednesday night, episode 390. Big guest lineup tonight with Club MX Yamaha's Coty Schock, Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki's Levi Kitchen, Team Green Rider Aden Keefer, and RDC Racing's Monica Colvin. All going to be on the show tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about, a ton of emails. We got a killer response on our Renthal contest that we talked about 2 weeks ago. So we have a winner. We'll announce that person in just a few minutes. We're going to read a bunch of your emails. The Grill Your Ass Off, Bring the Heat might go a little long tonight. I think I have 7 or 8 that have built up over the last 2 weeks. Big show. In studio, as always, the only member of the show that is reliable, Scott Thompson.
All right, what's going on?
What's going on, man? Glad you made it.
Yeah, when I was watching the race this weekend, I was kind of surprised because I wasn't able to attend like I had normally planned. Like I had credentials for it and everything, but they still had.
Sean Brennan brought that up.
They still had the race. Like I was.
Oh, you didn't think they would race because you weren't there?
Yeah. I mean, what?
Yeah.
They still did it. Like I was kind of surprised. I mean, I'm surprised that me not being there just didn't throw off the entire balance of the world.
No, nobody noticed.
Yeah, nobody except for Sean apparently.
Yeah, Sean was just like, I forget how it came up because we were talking about all the things that need to be done post race and the post race scrum, and he goes, "Well, where's Scotty? He signed up for this one." I said, "Yeah, man. He just didn't want to. He said he had to sell some ice cream or had to give away free ice cream." And Sean just shook his head. Just, oh my god!
You would make it sound like it was something that I could have avoided.
Of course.
Yeah, thanks.
He's not here because he's giving away free ice cream. That was the truth.
I mean, in a way, yeah. I mean,
no way. That was the truth.
You could have said that
miss.
I had obligations with my job. You could have said that.
Giving away free ice cream.
Which that was the obligation, but you made it sound like I just was like, he just wants to go pass out ice cream.
We
did have a successful free cone day, and we did better than previous years, and as my first year there, and so all good things, and my presence was definitely needed because I kind of had to whip them into shape and make sure that we were offering stuff and doing things right.
All right.
But yeah, I was bummed that I wasn't there. I don't get all the opportunities to do that, and to miss one kind of sucked. But
yeah, we had a good time. It was just like as far as our little group in the press box, it was me, Lewis, and Kellen, and it was pretty tight. And honestly, it was a lot of fun. It was just the three of us, and we bonded a lot, and it was good. It was really good. But we're gonna get into a bunch of stuff in this Yamaha Motor USA opening chat. We have about, let me look here, 10 minutes before we get Coty Schock on. So let's start this off with as I said, Yamaha Motor USA opening chat at Yamaha Motor USA. We don't just build motorcycles. We engineer legends from championship podiums to off-road trails. The YZ platform has defined dirt bike excellence for generations. Whether it's the dominance of the YZ250F, the YZ450F, YZ250F, which in the showdown main event had positions 1, 2, 7 through 15. Crushed it on the YZ250F in that class this weekend, or even the beloved YZ250 two-stroke, which there were none of in the showdown. Every YZ is built for riders who push harder, ride faster, and demand the best. You can unleash victory by riding Yamaha. YamahaMotorsports.com. Yeah, I'm a little disorganized here. I don't have my drink. I don't know how I'm going to make it this whole show without my drink.
You can.
I might just have to walk away and let you handle the show for a few minutes in a bit.
I'll watch the kids.
All right, real quick, let's do some housekeeping. MotoXpod.com, check it out. I put up a new feature, Darks side, where I just kind of free-flowed some thoughts on this weekend that I had. So that was pretty fun to write. Didn't take very long. It's a pretty quick read, but just some of my thoughts on different topics. And then there's like no order. It's literally, as I thought about, this was cool this weekend, I wrote it. Our YouTube channel, MotoXpod, I think it's like 333, but if you search MotoXpod, in YouTube. There's a lot of good stuff up there. My post-race interviews didn't get a lot of traction this week, so maybe go check those out, you know? What else we want to do? Brunt Workwear, Darkside MX-10. If you're a working man and you need some work boots or even just some work clothing, check out Brunt Workwear. Use that promo code. They really want to know that you're listening, so it helps out if you did that. So, yeah. And as we've been doing for the last few weeks, don't miss the MX Simulator Pro Supercross Live on Start Your Systems tonight at 6:30 Pacific. Watch top players in the game go head-to-head as Braden Carter, Seth Carr, and more take on defending champion Colby England. Live racing, real battles, and intense championship competition. Tune in to Start Your Systems on YouTube with Kellen Brower tonight. Should be a lot of fun. If you guys haven't been doing that, check it out. It's really cool. We'll have it on the screen here in a little bit. We'll play a little bit from the last race that they did, and then we will, which was last week. We didn't do a show last week. And then once they go live, we'll kick that thing on there. Shout out. Here, let's do the Renthal winner real quick. I'm not going to read his email just yet because that's for later, but congratulations to Charlie Cobb. What we did is we had a number of email entries, which was our biggest number for any contest we've ever done. I threw it in the group chat. I just told one of you to pick a number between this and that. First person that gave me a number was the number. I think Chase said 17?
Yeah.
Whatever the number was. That was Charlie Cobb. So Chase wants a portion of your winnings, Charlie, but congratulations. Also want to thank a couple of listeners. Mickey Arno, you remember a couple weeks ago at Arlington, actually, a girl brought me a Dark Side snowboard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mickey Arno sent me another Dark Side snowboard sticker.
With the Boston Celtics
Yeah, I don't
logo?
know which camera's on right now.
Yeah, I can see it.
So, yeah, thanks to Mickey. It looks like the Boston Celtics logo, but it says Dark Side Snowboards. Very, very cool. Okay. Birmingham. What do you want to talk about from Birmingham? I'm going to give you a couple choices. Again, we don't have a ton of time before our first guest. Let's see. Justin Cooper, Eli Tomac.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay. Ken Roxon, how good he was. Prado's crash. Deegs coming from 11th or 12th to win, even though we're not going to do the AMA thing. Everybody else dealt with that. Yeah. But I'm giving him the win. So 11th or 12th to first. We could talk about Joe Shimoda's racecraft or just the championship in general, because you tell me what stands out to you.
Well, one of the main things that stood out to me was...
Can you carry the show for a minute by yourself? No,
yeah.
I'm teasing. I'll wait till we get a guest.
One of the things that stood out to me was the Hunter and Roxon gapping everybody like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
like I mean, that was
off, really even Eli being
because at the beginning of that race, that was kind of a weirdo. There was a couple weirdo things. Kitchen falling off was a little weirdo to me. Cole Davies not gapping everybody, and when he got the lead was kind of weird to me. When Eli couldn't get around Prado, I was like Prado, you got to move. Like you got to get out of the way. Like Eli's in the championship battle, and I thought that was kind of holding him up. But then once he got around him, that's when Hunter gapped him. So. That was, I don't know, it was just odd. It was just an interesting race, how it unfolded. That's not what I had expected in the bingo cards.
So I'm going to ask you a question that I actually talked about, or I wrote about in my Dark Side segment. I'm going to go get a drink after I ask it, so I want you to respond. Our YouTube listeners can chime in a little bit. Maybe you can kind of carry on just a 30-second conversation without me. I know it's kind of weird to have to do it by yourself.
I'll be okay.
I know you will. Hunter... in my opinion, Hunter's the champ. I know there's 7 races left. Yeah. But he, right now, in my opinion, is so consistent. He's a better Hunter than he's been in years past. Like he's reaching his what's the word I'm looking for? Potential, for sure. He's at the height of it. I don't know that I don't think he'll finish outside the top 2 in the rest of the rounds. Now, for some reason, when I was writing that, I didn't even consider like he might have a big crash. Like I never even considered it. So I'm just going to stick with that. Obviously he could. I think if he doesn't crash, he finished top 2 every round here on out. And in my mind, he's the champ. He was the best guy this weekend. He's confident. I want to know what you think. If I'm a little bit off base, maybe being a little too high on him, but I just think this is his year. He is at his best right now. I'm going to go get a drink. Give me 30 seconds.
All right. I think that there might be a little bit of recency bias with that, with the fact that Hunter is just going to break away, even though there's evidence of that for the last few rounds of him maybe possibly being able to do that. I think that what we saw this weekend from Eli was one of the quote-unquote weirdo Eli rides that seem to be present in the later stages of his career the last few years. Sometimes those result in a 7th or 8th. This weekend, it happened to just be a 3rd. I think he didn't feel comfortable. There obviously it got weird with Justin Cooper in the heat race. Maybe that threw him off his game a little bit. I know he was fastest qualifier, but he just put one lap together. For whatever reason, he wasn't comfortable in that main event. I think he's settled. I would have to see that gap happen a few more times, maybe even just one more time, for me to stamp that Hunter is just going to be uncatchable. I mean, Eli only needs to win 3 races, and Hunter finishes in second every time, and then we're right there. We're tied. So I think that's definitely possible. So I think maybe it's a little a tad maybe aggressive to say Hunter's the champion. There's too much variables and too many things that can happen. But the last few rounds have been very impressive. Not how I expected it going. Eli's going to have to find something and do something to stop that momentum that he's been gaining.
So I am not saying Eli can't catch him and Eli's not going to win races. I'm just saying that I think Hunter continuously finishes second.
That's fair.
And also get some wins. I'm not saying he's going to only finish second.
Right.
He's going to get some more wins. He's going to finish second. Eli might get another 3rd. For some reason, I just feel like Hunter is honestly the best guy right now.
He is the most complete package. I will give you that. He hasn't had the inconsistencies. His worst finish is what, 4th? That's how you win championships.
Yeah.
Your bad night's a 4th. Tomac's bad night's a 12th. I mean, yeah, there you go.
Does anybody in the chat have any thoughts on it? Like, am I just being ridiculous? And I heard you say recency bias. I almost, when I sat back down, I want to say, can you repeat all that? But no, I heard you say recency bias. And I don't really believe, you could be right, but I don't really believe that's the case. I just think I'm seeing how good he's been this year, and I don't see like any negatives to his game. I don't see him breaking anyway, and not that Eli broke, but Eli, obviously we could go into Detroit this weekend and he could get a bad start, Hunter, and finish 5th. But I don't feel like that's going to happen. It's just a feeling.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And honestly, there's so many good stories. If he wins his first title, gets his first win this year and wins the title, that's badass. If Eli switches teams at 33, wins the title, that's badass. If Coop can come back and win the title and go back-to-back, badass. If Ken Roxon can somehow get in the title lead, first championship, badass.
Yeah. We're in a good spot.
We are in a good spot in this sport, but that's just a feeling.
To be fair, I think it's a 2-man fight.
Why does this keep... Oh, I know what's going on. Dang it, TJ. I never hit repeat. I'm sorry.
I do think it's a 2-man fight, though, for sure. Something would have to happen to both of those guys.
Yeah. Definitely they would both have to have like a bad race, really, to get Coop back in, and Coop would have to start winning. And I hate saying it, but I think it's over for Coop this season, unfortunately.
Yeah, it wasn't a good weekend.
No, I'm not happy about that, but I think that's the case. I'm sorry, I'm a little off my game right now, but I got to get Coty on. TJ, I know I saw that. Click the repeat. Sorry, man. The ad scroll in the background, guys, if you're just listening later, wasn't playing. Sorry. I'm a little off.
Yeah, let's stop the show.
No, we're still going. I'm just having to do it in the middle of the show. Just trying to figure it out. But I'm going to work on getting Coty on right now.
Okay.
There's some other topics. Oh, big news. I think it's big news coming from Triumph soon. They talked about maybe today or tomorrow. They did just announce, obviously, Jalik's hurt, and Austin broke his hand, I believe.
Okay.
So he's out. But there is an announcement coming soon. Should be tomorrow. So keep your eyes on that. I'm excited for it.
If only we had an inside with the Triumph PR.
God dang it. I am still a mess. Well, we do. We do have an inside with Triumph. But anyway, our first guest of the night's on the phone. Hopefully I've got this thing figured out. He is going to be brought to you. What do I have him by tonight? Race Tech or Guts? What's on the little screen on the left? Let's do Race Tech.
Okay.
For over 40 years, Race Tech has been supplying the motorcycle industry with high-quality suspension components made right here in the USA. From modern to vintage, Race Tech is your go-to source for suspension performance. Race Tech Gold valves provide a plush feel with drastically improved bottoming resistance, and all Race Tech products are 100% guaranteed and made in the USA. Tonight, Race Tech brings us from the Club MX Yamaha team, our buddy, Coty Schock. What's going on, Cody?
Oh, just another beautiful night. What are you doing?
Trying to do a show, and I am off my game, Cody. I have made a lot of mistakes.
Nobody would have known that.
Well, I don't mind telling them, Scotty. It's fine. I'm screwing the show up left and
Hey,
right.
I love the honesty.
Yeah. I get a little, when something goes wrong, I get a little
Flustered?
Flustered? Yeah, and we're all over the place. But we're back. We're good. We got you on the phone. Cody, man, how are we feeling about our season so far? I want you to give me your honest synopsis.
You said the word flustered.
Okay.
Okay. Honestly, I'm very happy with my riding.
Okay.
I am. There's going back and watching film every week. There's huge progress from years prior to where I am now. And I am closing in that gap from being, like hoping for a top 10 or a top 8 to be in a top 5, let alone podium. And my riding is podium position easily. It's just, I said it, I don't know where I said it, but everything I struggled with in the past, I'm succeeding. I'm excelling in right now.
Okay.
And the things that I've done very well in the past, I am struggling with currently.
Yeah.
And so I have like this flip-flop going on, and it's causing me to be flustered. But in a way, I have to stay level-headed, because you gotta take some to lose some, and it's like pretty much like moving the needle. And I'm doing everything right. It's just not all there at one time, and that's okay. It's okay. I do believe we figured it out this week, and I am really excited to go racing in Detroit.
Okay, so those statements gave me a lot of new questions. Let's start with, what is it that what'd you find this week? Can you give me some details? I mean, is it suspension? Is it mental? What did you find this week? Go ahead.
It's not suspension. It's my starts. I've been pretty vocal on that. I'd never really try to hide anything.
Mm-hmm.
I try to be very transparent to the fans and the supporters of the sport, because we're human too, right? Like we just because we race dirt bikes well doesn't mean that we don't have feelings as well as everyone else. So I've been struggling with starts, and I'm never blaming the team, because realistically it's not the team's fault. We have been trying different things, obviously engine-wise, and I just have been struggling with the start side. Everything else has been great. So I would like to say we figured it out today. We kind of went back to where I was in 2025, and I'm going to do some more starts tomorrow to finalize it and bring on Detroit. That's all I can say.
All right, that's fair. A lot of riders going back to their 25 setups that we were hearing this weekend.
Well, you have to, and what I'll say is, you have to be open to change, but also know where that line is on when something needs to stop. And I feel like I've given it a fair chance, and I want to be up front.
Yeah. Okay. So you may not want to answer this, and that's fine. Just say no comment. Was there something with the 26 setup that the team had implemented, and like, hey, this is going to be better, and then you're just like, okay, finally, it's not working? Or is this something that you maybe were like, I liked it in the beginning, and now I don't?
No, I liked it.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm never going to blame the team, because I am part of it as well. I liked it, and I really liked it out on the track. But if I can't get the jump off the gate, what's the point of liking something on the track when I start in like 15th every weekend and have to fight your way up?
Fair.
Like, it's not worth it.
Okay. Going back to what you talked about, some things that you weren't as good at, you've gotten better, vice versa. Give me one of each. What's one thing you've gotten better at, and one, well, I guess starts the one thing you got worse at, but like, give me the thing you got better at.
I've definitely gotten better at, I'd say, managing my race. But I'm not even going to go into that part. For me, using the whole turn, like not entering a bull turn in the middle, like landing in the middle of the rhythm and then like still cutting down low, like land the rhythm, use the full berm and use that to slow myself down instead of using the brakes. So that's something that Cole Davies and Seth Hamaker and even Deegs, they're really good at. It's just using the turn to leverage themselves to keep that momentum going instead of creating the momentum. I've definitely done better with that. I feel like my whoops have gotten better. I worked with Chad this week on my foot position and squeezing the bike differently. And I feel the progress in that. It's still kind of foreign to me. So there's a few times where it's like hit or miss, but overall I feel that progress. My jump height, I've been able to stay lower on the jumps. I know it sounds really silly to say or hear, but that's a thing. Like there's a difference between riding a supercross track and racing a supercross track. Mm-hmm. And I've been trying to figure out how to like pump more in the rhythms. And I do have a dirt jumper, so I'll go to like the pump track and just try to figure out the flow. And I feel like that's been helping me. So yeah, I feel like in those areas I've definitely excelled in.
Okay.
It's been good. Seriously, like watching film, I'm like, wow, like that is a whole new Coty. But when I get stuck back in like 10th trying to fight forward, it's hard. Like I know some other riders, you know, the ones that are winning can do it, but for someone for me, it kind of has to all line up. It's hard. And I need to start further up.
Yeah, I mean, you talking about changing your technique and how you squeeze the bike, that's huge. And I've asked riders through the years when they have to go change something, like how difficult that is. I mean, I'm 50 years old, and to change anything that I've done my whole life is like, you just have to focus so hard on it. So I'm sure that's kind of part of the issue where you are having certain struggles is like, yeah, you're relearning how to do these things, and it just takes time. But once you figure it out and it clicks, yeah, I mean, we should see Coty Schock 2.0.
Yeah, it's, I mean, to me, it's super exciting. I love this side of the sport because you can do all the suspension testing all day to try to get the bike to feel right. But if you just move your hips a certain way or squeeze the bike a certain way, or, you know, not be so far like on the balls of your feet, or like for me, what I'm saying is you can change your technique and the bike feels completely different. And it brings that like excitement and like that spark to riding. And like, I am so excited to ride tomorrow, even if it's just doing starts. I am so excited to ride tomorrow and in Detroit, just to bring what I've learned this week into the race weekend. Like I live for that shit. For me, working the whoops and squeezing the bike differently, I've always tended to, obviously I'm on my toes, but I've always tended to let my heels go out and like squeeze the bike with like my knees. Where Chad's like, hey, like if you can like squeeze, you know, like against the frame and not use your knees, you might be able to get a little bit more leverage. And you don't really notice it until like you actually take like a video and like you slow-mo it. And I felt that. I'm not gonna lie, having him change my technique, I definitely went for a ride in the whoops a few times. It felt like day one. Dude, when I tell you, if there's 8 whoops, right? I felt like I was riding a damn bull. I was 8 seconds of prayer. I was like, oh, it was wild. But no, it was good. And I'm excited for Detroit to just bring that knowledge into the weekend.
Awesome.
Yeah, Cody. So it's been an interesting start to the season for just what you guys have faced. So you're working on all these things during the week, and you're going to implement them into the race. And then you had first round jitters. Then you had Daytona, which is an outlier race. Then you go Triple Crown, and then Showdown. Has that made it? The stakes are higher. Has that been an effect at all of trying to implement the things that you work on during the week when the stakes are higher like that?
Not at all. Okay. Not at all. For me, it's another race. It's the same dudes. It's just a little bit different format, but your goal is the same. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's to be the best version of myself. And if I can't do that, then nothing else matters. So, no, I've also worked on my mental side, and I've been changing my perspective on things. And it's, like I said, it's just another race. It's only important if you put that pressure to it. And I do my best when there's, not like a goal in mind. You just go out there and do it. And whatever happens. And yeah, I feel that when you make something important, that's when you tend to make mistakes because that's all you're focused on. And I am trying to walk before I run, if that makes sense.
Yeah, sure. I like that. That's a good way to look at it.
But to your point, Scotty, I do feel 250 East got done a little dirty.
Yeah, it's a lot.
compared to West with the things you mentioned, Arlington, disgusting whoops and beat up track. Indy, the Triple Crown, not only that, but it was a ruddy, disgusting track as normal. Daytona's Daytona.
Oh, we've definitely been throwing some curveballs for sure. Yeah.
Well, maybe Detroit will be nice and easy this weekend.
Probably not.
Yeah, exactly. Probably not. All right, you've mentioned Chad Reed a couple times. He's helping you guys out. I forget what his title is. Race something.
It's Chad Reed.
Yeah, it's Chad Reed. And, in the beginning part of the season when he first came to the team, I think he was out in California a lot, as were your two teammates that were racing West, Hunter Yoder and Max Bolin. And now, it's all four of you back at club, working together, battling it out, having a lot of time with Chad. How has that been? Has it been a grind? Because Mike B kind of mentioned, like, hey, man, yeah, it's been something this year with those four.
It's definitely been a grind. I can tell you I've never done this many laps at this type of intensity. But everything Chad does is with a purpose, and I respect that. And Chad is, as we all know, one of the mentally toughest human beings to ever do this sport. That dude would believe in himself that he could win before anyone else and just make something happen. And he's definitely implementing that into us, like to stamp out our laps and don't focus on anything else but your own lap time. And it's been cool. It's been really cool. It's cool to see the father and husband side of Chad. Mm-hmm. And then it's also cool to see him as Chad Reed, like the trainer. So he has a really good approach. I really respect that about him. His delivery is well respected. Like when Chad tells you good job, believe it. But if Chad tells you redo this or that was ass, like you say yes sir and you go out and you fix it. He holds a very high standard, and like I said, I respect that. And he wants every time that us Club MX riders, as soon as our wheels are on that Supercross track or even outdoors, you are out there for a purpose. You're not out there wasting his time or wasting your time. You're going to get to work, get it done, do it right the first time, and then be done. So it's Chad Reed's a legend for a reason. It's been awesome.
I would think, like, look, there's a lot of guys that train at club. You got, like, Justin Brayton has been out there for years, and I'm sure you've rode with him, got advice from him. But there is a difference when there's a guy like Chad versus almost anybody else. Like, I mean, Chad, Ricky, James, maybe McGrath if you go a little farther back, RV, but those are like your 4 or 5 guys that are just such a different level that, I like you said, yes, sir. It's just a totally different game when those guys are there.
I have a 30-second story for you.
Okay, please do.
So it was last week. We're trying to do starts, and Chad was helping me. And he literally runs to his house, grabs his helmet, hops on that bike, and does a start. And it is like damn near flawless, right? And my man is in like just a hoodie, sweatpants, some type of boot. I don't even know, like the type of like mud boots, like not even like maybe they're steel toe. I don't know, but like how us riders are always like pulling our pants up in our crotch to like get it tight so that we don't slide on the seat.
Right.
Homie, my man does not even do that. He clicks that thing in the gear and does a start. That's near flawless. I'm like, damn, I need to gain like 50 more pounds to keep this front wheel down.
That's awesome.
It was so funny, but it's funny how like us riders do all these techniques and my man just goes to his house, grabs a helmet and does a start. Like,
yeah.
That was awesome.
That really shows like how mental it is to a degree. Sometimes like you guys get in your own heads. Oh, I need all these things. We need start blocks and we need start devices and we need grates. No, man, you just need good
twist
technique.
The throttle,
just need good technique and then be confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cleaned cobwebs out, that's for sure.
That's awesome.
Coty Schock tonight brought to you by Racetech. Visit racetech.com, find your local service center, and they will get you taken care of. Go ahead, Scotty. Sorry.
No, you're good. So, Coty, it's interesting to me, and then we're kind of entering this era of where having mental coach and working on the mental side of things is a strong point. And I like that. I mean, you work on your fitness, you work on your bike setting, you have to work on your mental advantage and your racecraft as well. It's funny how it has a connotation to it, to where it's like, oh, you have a mental coach. You're going to therapy and you're getting prescribed like psychiatric pills. Like, no, it's a mental coach. You're just working on that mental toughness. Does it help at the fact at all that you are able to look at the experiences and the opportunity that you have? You're working with Chad Reed, for example, to where you were 3 or 4 years ago. And it's like, yes, I'm maybe not getting the third that I want, but where you are now is just an awesome opportunity. It's got to help that situation.
No, it does. And it's, the mental side of it is something that nobody really talks about. And when people do talk about it, they kind of just like blow it over. Like it's not a big deal, but realistically, like it is a big deal. It's not even the mental side of like how to be a better racer. It's also like how to be a better human, because your day-to-day task on how you handle situations is also a result of how you handle situations on the bike. And then if you're mentally trying to be better on the bike and not make dumb mistakes, that'll also implement into your day-to-day life. Like it goes both ways. And it's all on how you start your day. If you wake up and you're tired and you have a negative mindset, like it's as simple as negative mindset is negative action. And for me, it's just trying to stay level-headed, and it's not a win and lose, it's a win and learn. That's definitely helped me. And that's why I can't really tell you, like, I am happy with this season, right? Staying level-headed. And in a way, it's not that I'm flustered, but it's just, I'm like patiently waiting for it all to click. And it's not like you can just mentally change that in one weekend. Like when it's time, it's time. And you can't rush it, because when you rush it, that's when mistakes happen. If anything, that's when injury happens. So working with my trainer, mental trainer, Corey, he's made me a better friend. It's made me a better husband, a better racer, everything. Just every day, just calling in, checking in on me. And you do sometimes need to have like a little bit of therapy session. We, as human beings and as men, we do hold things in. And when you let one thing stay inside and you don't like release it, you keep building it up, and then you're just going to blow up.
Yeah.
And the mental game is huge. And like, anxiety is something that some people just blow over, but no, it's a huge thing. Like, you can be calm, and as soon as you throw a helmet on, you can have anxiety because you start thinking about everything that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I will say that's one thing for me that I've been doing a lot better is when I throw a helmet on, I'm going out on the track, like all personal issues or anything that's not positive, I leave at the truck. I leave it at the truck.
It's so important. And yeah, I'm glad. Go ahead.
And when I show up to the line, I'm there to do my part. I'm there to have fun. Like, screw the result, screw trying to be the fastest. Like, go out there, have fun, be the best version of you, and enjoy it. Because this stuff is not forever. And that's my perspective now. Is this isn't forever. I am getting older just as everyone else, and I'm going to go out there. I'm going to enjoy it, and it is what it is.
And I think the more you enjoy it, the better you're going to ride anyway. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And it's just trying to keep that mindset while negative stuff happens.
Sure.
And it's hard. It's hard, and you're always going to dip in to a negative mindset at times, but it's all on how you can recover from it.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. So I want to get to some listener questions in a second, but I do kind of want to make a statement in general about Club MX. You made the choice to go there, I think 2 years ago. You've been there 2 years with one more year to go, your 3-year deal, through 27. So another full year after this. That team is really impressive to me. Coming from where they came from to where they are now, to the facility they have built, all the things they're doing, and just all you really have to do is look at a couple of your teammates, Devin Simonson and Hunter Yoder, and see the step they made this season. It really is much like Star Yamaha did years ago. It's just such a great team, a great package, and gives really good opportunities. And I just think the days are numbered before a 250 title comes that team's way. Obviously, I hope it's you or, it'd be cool to see Max get some wins, but it's just really an impressive place in general. And I do think it's done you a world of wonders too.
Yeah. It is pretty incredible. And you got to give kudos to Brandon for his vision and what he believes in. I mean, he took me in, and I went from being I was stoked to be like a 10th place guy to I finished third in the championship in 24.
Yeah.
And then, I got a podium last year, and then I won more heat races. Like, that came out of nowhere. And then you take Hunter Yoder and Devin Simonson, they were finishing 17th and 18th last year in the East-West shootouts. Like, I don't know if you guys know that, but last year, those two were battling for 17th and 18th place. And then they come out last weekend, and I think they went 11-12 or something like that. Like, that's huge progress. And then, they're both getting good starts, Yoder especially. And Devin's been running up front, top 5, numerous laps. And, Volan went from not even able to use his foot for a brake to having a handbrake to, the dude's on it. He's on the top of his game now. But he's probably the best version of Max Volan ever. And it's all kudos. Well, a lot of not going to say all kudos to Club, because the riders have to do it themselves. They're the ones that actually decide to do the work or not. Mm-hmm. But Club has such a solid platform to give them the opportunity to shine.
Agreed.
And it's pretty damn cool to see. You got Ryder Malinowski that's been on a bike for 4 years ever.
Right.
Like, ever. People don't understand that. Is my man within 3 years went from never riding a dirt bike really to racing a dirt bike and then winning an the futures round or whatever last year.
SMX Next. Yeah. Like, that is incredible. Yeah, it really is. And the hurdles they overcame coming into this season, losing a couple major title sponsors. And but yeah, anyway, Scotty, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just your video of DB reaching unk status the other day had me dead. But I was just wondering what he said that if you post that, it's going to be like your ass or something like that. Well, what was the repercussions? What did he do?
I'm not scared of him.
I know, but what did he try to do?
He's an amateur program.
Man, he's like that dog that barks through the fence. So when you open the gate, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nothing's happened. So I'm calling Blair out right now. I'm not worried.
That was funny.
And if something does happen, I deserve it, and it'll be funny. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, just you got to watch your six, I guess.
Listen, I went K through 12, right? Public school.
Mm-hmm.
I've been picked on. I've been bullied. You cannot tell me anything nowadays to where I'm just like, okay, like, ooh, you got me.
Yeah.
What do you got, dude?
Yeah.
I Duke Gomez. Yeah, bring back bullying because I'm gonna say it builds character.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
For sure.
It's crazy how soft everything's gotten because of that.
Like I said, I have 2 listener questions, but I forgot. I was supposed to ask you about pickleball. You getting pretty serious with some pickleball?
I mean, not really, but
okay.
It's fun.
I was told that you and I forget who you're playing with, but that you guys were pretty.
Oh, sweet. Well, I played with my wife.
Yeah.
The other night, and that was fun. But yeah, the other day it was Cade Clayson, his wife Sarah, and then Luke Neese, his wife Anna.
That's who it was, Luke.
Kyle Peters as well.
Oh, KP, nice. Yeah. So, but it's not too serious. It's just fun.
I mean, we all like to trash talk on each other, but yeah, it's not serious at all.
All right. We need a vlog of that. Okay, let's do a couple listener questions. We'll let you go real quick. Our guy from Discord, Soul505, says, what is your outdoor plans? And do you have any plans to come over here to the UK and race any 2-stroke races?
Outdoor plans. We're racing outdoors.
Okay, I thought you were in.
What? Yeah. Do I know what? No. And the UK, I wish if I had time, that'd be really cool. But yeah, dude, I have barely enough time to try to make very close friends' weddings.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of sad, but it's the world we live in and trying to make money.
Well, like you said, it's a short period of time, man. You got to take it while you can.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Let's see here. This is from our Instagram. This is NKO Mickey 786. I know Coty has a multi-year deal with Club, but have any factory teams reached out? Has anybody kind of like been trying to, slide in there?
I'm gonna say technically no.
Technically no. Okay. We'll have to
when I say technically no, it's all he said, she said from like a third party source.
Yeah.
But no. The real answer is no. No factory team has ever been like, hey, Coty. It's always just been like, hey, I heard them talk about you, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool, but no. I'm at Club, and it's all good.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. You're doing good, man. I think, it's coming around. There's so much opportunity there. Dude, so much fun talking to you, Coty. And honestly, I am looking forward to these last few rounds. And, unfortunately, you got another showdown in like 2 weeks, but I'm looking forward to seeing it all come around. And I have so much faith in you. And I know you have not reached your full potential yet, man. So I can't wait.
No, I appreciate the time. And these are always fun to do with you. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Tell Emily I said hi. She's kind of staying on your butt a couple times when I've reached out and you didn't respond right away because you're a busy man, and we know Emily's a big part of your program and she's rad.
Hey, she is. She holds me very highly accountable. So, yeah, love that girl.
She's awesome, man. So yeah, congratulations on all that and your season so far. It's going to get better. But thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you, boys.
See you, Coty. That's Coty Schock tonight, brought to you by Race Tech. Great guest and. I do see a podium coming. I'm not going to say Detroit. Let's say Denver. Is Denver? No. Let's say Philly. Philly podium for Coty Schock.
Yeah.
Do we need to write that down? I'm going to write it right now. Philly podium Schock.
So okay, here's just a good bench racing question.
Okay.
What does it show testament to more? or to I guess which riders favor the fact that, because here's the scenarios: Simonson and Schock have been really close.
Yes,
I think Schock has a little bit of an edge on points wise and finish wise, but they've been a little bit closer than maybe expected. Is that more of Simonson's incline or Cody's, like he was just saying, trying to?
I think it's both. It's
trying not to get it all together at once.
For sure, Cody has elevated his game. Or I mean, Devin has 100% elevated his game.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's a guy.
And then I think Cody, even though he kind of said like, hey, he still. He kind of, I don't remember how he worded it. Like he still is,
and not everything's really there. It just hasn't all clicked at once.
I think he's just a click off because of some of those things he's working on and the starts, obviously.
Yeah.
So no, I just think Devin and Hunter have both really, really elevated their game, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, so what do we got? We got 20 minutes or so before we get Levi on. Real quick, I want to remind everybody from last week, if you guys want to spend a day at the Lawrence compound, thanks to Pulp MX and the Lawrence family, you may have that opportunity. Go to pulpmxgivesback.com, purchase a $30 entry, better yet, 10 entries, and you could win a day of watching Jet and Hunter practice and test. It's a once-in-a-lifetime peek behind the scenes. You'll get 2 flights, 2 nights in a hotel, and a rental car. Date to be determined by the winner and the Lawrence family, and all proceeds go to help injured riders. And what I think we are, as a show, are going to do is we are going to buy, they're $30, so we'll buy like $90 worth of tickets.
Okay.
And we'll do like I always do with the privateer race, is we will put those up basically for the next Monday night. I'll tell Steve we're going to do this. We're going to buy these tickets, and people can call into Pulp MX next Monday night after they buy 9 or 10 tickets, and then Marks will kind of do randomly somebody that night who does buy 9 or 10 tickets will get our 9 or 10 too. That way, we hopefully a whole bunch of people go, I'm going to buy 10 tickets and see if I can win these other 9 tickets or whatever.
There's a lot of math, but sounds good.
If you buy $100 worth of tickets that night, you will have a chance to get our tickets also.
Okay.
Right? So let's say 5 people buy $100 worth of tickets on Monday night. One of those 5 is going to get an extra $100 worth of tickets.
It would have to be 90 or 120.
Yeah, well, whatever. We'll do $90 worth. So
okay.
Right.
That's 3 tickets.
Oh, all right. So you buy 3 tickets? Yeah. Well, I don't know why I could not do that math in my head. That quick. Jeez. You buy 3 tickets, and we'll donate our 3 tickets to somebody. I'll get with Steve on that. But anyway, pulpmxgivesback.com.
Yeah, I was.
What were you gonna say?
I listened to Pulp this week,
and
he mentioned the Pulp Gives Back and the thing with Hunter, and I didn't hear a thank you to the MotoXpod for promoting that.
About that. I mean, on Twitter or in text, he said Scotty fucked the read up, but
I'm sure he did because I said the Hunter Lawrence compound.
Yeah,
but I fixed it, so
yeah,
we'll be right.
Yeah,
I forgot that he never makes mistakes.
He doesn't. We're gonna do the X brand.
He doesn't. It's crazy.
We're gonna do the X brand comment in just a moment. I'm going through. I think there's something else I wanted to touch on. Damn it! Dang it! I know there was something else.
It would never even face me until you said something.
So we got. Let's do. I have some an FCP factory chassis parts koozie and socks.
Oh God! Here we go.
Let's do a
Sockgate 2.0
YouTube giveaway.
YouTube guys, listen up.
Inside the continental U.S.
Sorry, Tay.
Because I'm not spending $70 again to ship socks.
Sorry, like half of the chat.
But let's just do. I don't know. Come on, we got. What should we do? What's a good way to give these away?
I don't know.
No idea.
Just.
I don't know either.
I'm blanking.
Damn it. You know what? All right.
It's doing it right now.
First person that says they want some.
Let's do something.
Well, we're wasting time.
I'll monitor. I'll decide.
We'll figure. So yeah, you're gonna pick somebody.
I'm looking for
funniest YouTube comment.
Yeah, I'm looking to be entertained, guys. Yeah. I will be watching the chats. They would like.
Jeez, that was terrible.
Who would like what was it? Socks and a koozie?
Yep. FCP. Yep.
Separate or all together?
Both. They get them both.
Okay, you get them socks and the koozie. FCP. I will be watching. I would like to be entertained. So.
All right. X brand comments. With X brand goggles, vision is your advantage. Engineered for clarity, comfort, and durability. EKS goggles. Keep your focus sharp through roost, rain, and ruts. Trusted by champions, built for every rider with crystal clear optics and all-day comfort. Zero distractions. EKSbrand.com. All right. Let's open these up. All right, first up. Oh, man, there's so many notes all over the place. This one's from Vince Pale. Does every YouTube mechanic that works on an oil rig from East Texas believe Chili's restaurant is fine dining? Nope, just TJ.
Where did that? How did that come out? Because I don't remember saying that publicly.
He got it from somewhere, man. I don't know. I don't listen to half.
Because we maybe I mentioned it on the show. Maybe I don't remember because I went and rode with TJ a couple weeks ago, and we were going through a town that had a little bit of options, but not much. And we were trying to figure out what we wanted to eat on the way home. And we were kind of looking at fast food places. And I was like, well, there's a Chili's. Chili's is pretty quick. And TJ was like, you know what? Yes, let's treat ourselves.
I think you did tell that on the show.
Let's treat ourselves and go to Chili's. It's funny because we were joking on that in the group chat today.
Vince also said, is it awesome that Justin Bogle qualified straight into the main after being out of the championship for 4 years? Yes, it's awesome. That was another thing I should have put on the list for things that were cool.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, so Vince from T-Boat USA, appreciate your questions. Okay, Phil Smeltzer, our guy always in supplying questions and getting involved. Kenny had a effing amazing ride. I think top ride in 5 years. Regardless, Birmingham needs to go away. Have Glendale too. Last AMA is acting like a drug addict, and they were withdrawing this weekend. Phil, I'm not going to argue with you. I don't know about, I wouldn't mind Glendale too, I guess, but maybe just find another good city, another cool stadium. Birmingham isn't like the worst in my opinion. It's not, I don't know what the worst would be. I guess you do have to, they have this argument on LVK or on Post Race Show, Pulp MX, one of them. Somebody,
all of them, I think.
It's like, I don't like the soccer college stadiums like Birmingham, like San Diego. They're not great.
I wouldn't.
Indoor pits was cool. The downtown city's kind of.
What was the press box like?
It's fine. It's just a normal press box.
It was okay.
I mean, it does have big pillars in the windows. Like there's a big pillar blocking your view, like a massive pillar every 4 feet,
that
6
sucks.
feet. That kind of sucks, but it could be worse. It could be better. Whatever. Another from Phil Smeltzer. Remember last year I emailed you and said I figured out why there hasn't been that much excellent excitement in Supercross? Vince Freezy isn't racing. That was last year. And now his name has been said so many times on every podcast this year. Ha ha. True, Phil. All right, Renthal giveaway. This is from Jacob Dick. Hey, Dark, big fan of the show. I've got a couple bikes to show up. I'm going to actually skip the part because he didn't win, but also have an idea for the lapper situation. Have rider-to-rider communication. I can only imagine what Tomac or Hunter would be yelling coming through the lapper. All jokes, of course. Keep up the good work.
Okay. I'm glad you put that in because that is a terrible idea.
No, it's a funny idea, though.
Yeah, it is funny.
Give it to Phil.
Yeah.
Phil, be like, get that out of the way. Okay, that was so. This one is from Soul Key Aries. I feel like there's like a, you know, sometimes people have a funny name and
sometimes I'd have to read it.
So it's SOUL. Yeah, Soul Key Aries. I don't know. Anyway, I had your email set in my notes since December when I was supposed to email it in, the 4th to be precise. So that maybe that was a contest. Okay. But he forgot to send it in. But love listening to the pod. I have my schedule throughout the week of moto and road race short circuit UK road pods that I listen to at work. Safe to say I have a fair few hours each year under my belt. Skipping through this. Yeah, okay. So basically, I'm just going to read that part of it where he's saying he listens to the show. Let's see. One thing before I go, Dark, you got to put Mr. Mathis in his place. He's such a sausage towards you. Read that in an English accent. Can you do an English accent? I can't.
It's just sausage for you. Yeah, not that great.
Also, he says, on a side note, Dark, is there any way of possibly being able to get a signed jersey of yours? Obviously, I'm happy to pay shipping for it to come over the pond.
Like your actual jersey or just like a jersey that you have?
He wants one of my signed jerseys. I've given a lot of my jerseys. Dude, I've given so many of my jerseys away. People ask for them all the time.
Yeah.
I bet I have 12 sets of pants out there with no jersey anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I send jerseys off all the time. I get messages constantly.
The dark side moniker is pretty infamous. Like I get it.
I guess. But yeah,
I mean,
dude,
clearly
I
you have 12
got
jerseys.
you. I'll email you tomorrow, and if you don't hear from me tomorrow, hit me back up and remind me. I do have a couple left that are some of my older jerseys. Who's this one from? All right, 28 Brando. How we doing on time? We're good. 28 Brando. His top 5 media. That was our top 5. Was that the last show? I think 2 shows ago. His top 5 media. Number 1, Pulp. Number 2, MotoXpod. Number 3, Swap. Number 4, ACJB. Especially when kids are listening. Same with industry seating. That's JT. Number 5, Track Tacos.
Tacos. You hungry?
Track tacos. Like I heard it was like somebody with a lisp.
Oh, track tacos.
Those are the first 5. I could easily add another 5 I also listen to. Appreciate that. 208 Brando. Trying to get through these. I'm not doing a very good job of reading them. Anthony Bennett. So Anthony Bennett is Campfire Moto Stories. He's the naked dude on the dirt bike calendar.
Yeah, those are funny.
Yeah, he said he sent a photo of him naked on a bike for the rental giveaway. Because remember, we asked people to send their bikes in.
Of course you did.
You didn't win, Anthony. Here's some pics you should like from the day in the dirt. So,
is it more naked dudes?
It's him being naked on a bike.
Yeah. They really ran with that, huh?
Yeah, he said, this is one of the reasons I saved it. He said that on the show, I said for the rental giveaway, use MotoXpod@gmail.com, which it's MotoXpodShow@gmail.com. That's the first thing. So a bunch of people have got that wrong. MotoXpodShow@gmail.com. Or he said, I said contest at MotoXpod, which is nothing. What I think he misunderstood is I said use the contact form on our website. So if you go to MotoXpod.com, the website, there is a button or a thing you could click on that says it says contact, and you can send us an email. So that was the confusion. I may not have spoke clearly enough. I will take the blame. Not. What's that?
So probably not.
Yeah, probably my fault, right? Robbie Richmond, another entry for Renthal. Love the show. Keep up the good work.
Right on.
Thanks, Robbie. Tyler Pedersen, also Renthal giveaway. Hey guys, here's my bike at my wedding. So he had his bike sitting out front of the building for the wedding. Not like it doesn't look like it was in the wedding. It was just sitting outside when you walked in. And then he said,
did they do that like where him and his wife rode off on the bike? I would imagine.
Maybe he didn't send anything like that I saw, but I didn't actually get to look at every photo either. I think we got a lot. It was really overwhelming. He also mentioned from the interview last week with Jalik washing dishes. Next interview he does, what are the odds he's vacuuming his floors? Well, I think next time I'm going to say, hey, can you just chill, dude? Don't do anything else, please?
Well, it doesn't sound like we're going to be hearing from him for a while. So.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man.
I just can't. You
cannot catch.
You can't, man. It's like something's going on.
Yeah. Joshua Childers, thanks for all you do. Always look forward to your pod on Thursday at work. Ready to get back on my bike here soon after this long Michigan winter. Planning to do a couple local mountain bike cross-country races. Get you some Renthal products then, man. Hook them up. And there's a lot of these. Do you feel like this is too many?
No.
Okay, good. I think it's cool.
I think it'll get more people to do it.
Yeah, I hope so. Derek Kreitz, love the show. Keep up the good work. You guys are killing it. Even Scotty.
Woohoo! Who was that?
Derek Kreitz.
Derek Kreitz, my man.
But you know how he had to say it separate? Like, it's hard to believe because he sucks, but even Scotty.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay, Charlie Cobb, our winner for the Renthal giveaway. Hey, guys, awesome show last night. Thanks for the call out during listener comments. Pretty cool to hear your name on the best pod around.
Is that why he won?
Nope.
Okay.
Chase picked the number, man.
That's right. Okay.
TJ's read was the best. Scotty sucks. Not really.
Yeah, but I say that's
what
lie.
that's literally what he wrote. Scotty sucks, and then parentheses, not really.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty damn funny.
Yeah, I like how you saved the best for last. All the Scotty
that one actually, I maybe I'm rethinking him winning.
Did he say you were funny? No, he didn't.
He did not. Ron Grant, just a shout out. New to watching the pod, love it. Good show. New to watching the pod. We are still getting new listeners.
We need them.
Yeah. Okay, there was one that I guess I didn't screenshot. I need to find it, but it was kind of important to me. So, yeah, talk about whatever you want.
Oh.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about? You got anything? I'll give you a topic.
I'll
give you a topic, and then I'm going to look for this because this was another email and it's a different spot. Let's talk about Hayden Deegan coming from so far back.
Yeah. When
I hope I can find this.
When I saw that Hayden didn't get a very good start, I didn't exactly see why he didn't get a good start. I don't know if he just spun or got squoze out, or I think he actually came in to the first corner, not that bad, but just the way the first couple corners laid out, he just ended up back in 10th or 11th. But when I saw Cole get out front, I was like, okay, that's probably the one guy he can't catch in this first minute or two of the race. I was like, I could see him catching most of the other guys. For whatever reason, I don't see him catching Cole, and then Cole and Kitchen got into a battle that maybe I don't know if that slowed him up or whatever. But next thing you know, I mean, he made short work. It wasn't like he was having to push, and just grind it away. And he got there at the last second. I mean, it was relative for as much distance as he had to make. And this is a showdown too. All those guys in the top 10 were serious guys.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That was impressive.
Deegs is the best guy, period.
Well,
I don't think I'm going to say that to Levi Kitchen when we have him on, but maybe I will. But it's just...
I mean, he is, but... And I know a lot of people... And we've had this argument before. Not argument, but we've had this discussion before. I think that all this was needed. I think he needed... Like, yes, he was expected to do this season, and he is doing it this season, but he hadn't really done that in Supercross yet. And we all knew that it was pretty much inevitable for this to happen. And a lot of people say, like, oh, well, he should have moved up 450. I think his 450 career will be better because of what he's doing dominating this season. I think the confidence from that, not that Hayden's ever lacking confidence, but I just think that it was the cherry on top, or however you want to say it, the last thing he needed to check off.
Yeah.
He's getting better at starts, getting better at whoops. He's demoralizing the 250 guys. And I think Jet did that his last season and then went outdoors and went undefeated. So not saying Hayden's going to go undefeated,
right.
but...
no, it's very impressive, though. Just
yeah,
it was really...
but do you agree that he did need this? Even though you can say, like, oh, well, he's dominating so much, maybe he should be in 450s.
I mean, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I think he needed it.
It kind of stamps the end of the 250 career a little bit.
I think it's a nice stamp, yeah.
All right, this is the email, or this is actually an Instagram message that I got March 14th, so a while back. I mean, a couple weeks ago, 10 days ago, whatever it is.
No, not that far back.
Anyway.
12 days.
And I'm not going to give the guy's name out, but it says, just listen to the recent episode. Love your podcast, dude. It's one of the best to listen to for MX content. It really helps me deal with my depression on the hardest days, and also the music you listen to is top tier. And I found a ton of new band suggestions from you, and also hashtag TJ sucks. Keep it up, man. Just wanted to say thanks for making a great show. Even my wife loves it.
Nice.
So the reason that one stood out is you hear people throughout your life, right? Like, oh, this band means so much to me when I was going through a hard time, or this show, or this person, or whatever. And like, this is one of the first ones that we've got like this.
Right.
And so I just really appreciate that. That one really... it touched me. I figured somebody might clip that or whatever, but it really did.
Yeah.
I would have never thought that. I never considered that something we're doing could help somebody, because it's just, I mean, when Steve Mathis says his show is janky, I mean, like, really, our show is pretty janky. Like, his is legit. It's not as janky as it used to be, but I don't think of it as that big of a deal.
Yeah. And a lot, and is this kind of what we always circle back to when, after the show, or, whenever we're having conversations, it's always like, well, we're not this, or we could be this, or we could do this, or we don't have this. And it gets a little frustrating when we've seemingly plateaued, where we're kind of at the same level we've been at for a few years. And you're like, man, I wish this video got more likes, and I wish we were making more money doing this. And it's like, and the argument that I always have is like, well, I mean, we do have people that listen, and they come back every week. I mean, like, would you just say we're on episode 390? 290. No, I think you said...
Or 390,
It is 390, yeah. We've almost done 400 episodes of this. People listen. Is it the biggest, most popular show? No. We're not the biggest, most popular guys in the sport. So, like, it makes sense. But...
Talk for yourself.
I mean, obviously I'm a nobody. I get that, but that's not the point. The point is that people do listen, and there's probably more guys like that would never admit it, but that need that. I have shows like that. I mean, that's probably why I listen to half the stuff that I listen to, and so like it's there. Like there is. If there's days that like if a show that I'm normally used to, like I know like, okay, this is my Monday show, this is my Wednesday show, whatever. Like if for whatever reason I've already listened to it or there's not one that week or whatever it is, like that drive that morning kind of sucks. It's like sometimes I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh yeah, new episode of this show today.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, it puts me in a good mood.
Yep.
So like, it's really cool that we're that for some people. It is.
So yeah, we appreciate all of you that listen or watch on YouTube and
share
interact.
with everybody.
Yeah, it really does surprise me sometimes. And I only took one photo in Birmingham, but that's still like when somebody stops and says, "Hey, can I get a photo with you?" It's like, really? Sure, man. Like, this just surprises me, you know? And one of our listeners like sent me a photo and he was wearing our shirt at Birmingham. He's like, dude, I really wanted to meet you. He emailed me. It was actually, I think maybe one of our rental contestants or whatever. But I was like, shit, all you gotta do is email me. I would have come found you. Like, I'd have come down and said hi, you know, but he didn't reach out this time. So, and then I think that dude said he was going to be in Nashville. So yeah, reach out in Nashville. Yeah. Let's see. We got a few more minutes before we get Levi on. Yeah, when you were watching live, or did you watch the next day? Or
I did watch live. I was shooting pool with one of my buddies, but like I was watching it on my phone.
When you saw the Justin Cooper Eli Tomac incident,
I was watching that at the house.
Did you think, like, I was in the press box and I was like, oh, he's done. Oh my God, the angle we had and the splits he had. I thought
his leg was going to be broke.
Yeah, I don't know how it didn't rip his leg off.
And
he just hopped right up.
If you had a list of riders, it's like, hey, who's the least person that you want to be stuck in their bike that's heaviest on the throttle to be Eli Tomac.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Eli was probably just...
He actually didn't, I don't think. I think
really?
Because he like looked back and just...
He caught it just enough time.
Yeah, so
but that is
I agree. That also went through my mind.
It's the heaviest handed throttle in the entire pack.
that also went through my mind. So I was like, oh, he's done.
Yeah. And it's like the leg, the camera angle, you just see the bottom of the boot and it just... See, Eli stopped on the jump, and then you see Justin Cooper's bike like all kind of mangled up behind Eli's, and then you just see Justin's boot just sticking out, and it's like there's no way that ends well. But I guess whatever knee brace or whatever he's got on, you know, kudos to that because it did something.
From the press box angle,
and he's still qualified.
We were kind of behind it. And so all I saw was Justin's leg looked like it was at a 90.
Yeah.
And then his other leg was draped over his bike. And I was like, oh, he's done.
I would have been done for
sure.
The rest of my life.
But our second guest of the night's on the line. He's going to be brought to you tonight by Guts Racing. Elevate your ride with Guts Racing seat covers, trusted by top pros and everyday riders alike, designed for maximum traction and durability. Guts seat covers keep you locked in when the track gets rough and the stakes get high. Visit gutsracing.com. Let them know the MotoXpod sent you. Tonight, Guts Racing brings us from the Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki team, Levi Kitchen. What's up, LK?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
We're doing good. How are you doing? How'd that MRI go? I'm starting off right off the bat.
Of course.
It went decent. There's just like some little bit of wear on my discs that down there in like L3, 4, and 5, so down low.
Okay.
So yeah, one's a little bit, you know, it's not quite center, so it's pushing, causing like kind of some pain. I don't know. It started happening like 2 weeks ago, but I was just kind of toughing through it, still training and everything like that. I didn't really think anything of it, and just kind of kept getting a little bit worse.
Yeah, I think you told maybe Lewis that it happened weight training.
I think maybe like that's where it where I felt like it, started.
Yeah.
I just remember lifting on a Friday. You know, we had an off week, so went a little bit heavier, and I mean, not anything abnormal. Just I don't know. Must have just not had it warmed up properly or something.
Dude, it doesn't take much with the back. Just like one little weird move.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked with Peter Park?
That's my trainer.
Oh, well then you got the best guy in the business for back.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
No, and that's the thing. We'll just kind of make a plan, and I mean, we kind of already have, but just working around things and trying to get it better. So, yeah, just kind of
just take his book, man.
Trying to.
I've got his book right here, Foundation. It's actually right there. I don't know if Scotty, you can see it right over there. Foundation, the book on working on your lower back, and Peter's the guy. So yeah, you're good to go.
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay, so let's talk about. Give me a 1 or 2 word description of your 2026 season.
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, it's decent. How about that? There's the word.
It's decent. That's 2 words. Yeah, it's decent.
Decent. Yeah, not great. Decent.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a couple incidences have set you back, and the 22nd at was it A2, I think. Yeah, it hurts you. But what are a couple things that you're really focused on at this point? Because like once the title is out of reach, I assume it's tough to stay motivated, other than you need to, you want to keep a ride and you want to still win, obviously, but like you got to find that balance. So what are the things you're really working on right now?
I'd say just trying to be better in all the situations that I'm, maybe struggling with or have struggled with in the past. Like, I don't know, some things have come easy for me in my career so far, but there's a lot of things that, it's been tough, with little, just stupid stuff, maybe not having the confidence that I think I should in myself sometimes, and I think, it's just like you got to kind of get the ball rolling. And I mean, I feel like I get it going, but it's just not quite where I want it to be, to where I feel like that confidence of just, everything coming together. It's been a while since I've had that, a couple of years since I've won races and felt that crazy momentum, and just I mean, I have the confidence, like I know I can go out there and do it. That's what was kind of frustrating this last weekend was like, I don't know. I felt all these rounds, there's been a lot of positives, even, I mean, I've had quite a few seconds, but they've been, the one in Seattle was like a good race, and I felt like I got better. And Glendale, I started way back, but got to second, and felt good. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's been tough, but I've just been trying to take all the positives and try to build the best I can, especially just for future series, whether it's outdoors or Supercross, just like racecraft and everything like that.
So I want to talk about confidence that you just mentioned, but also things that you've gotten better at. It just kind of hit me because you talked about Glendale. For a long time, there was a stigma about you that if Eli doesn't get a good start, he can't come through the pack. And I would say that's gone this year. I've seen you come through the pack a number of times this season. Like, do you feel something has changed with how you attack that? Or like, why are we seeing it? Why does it seem like it's gotten better?
Yeah, I think I've just finally, like, part of that belief is coming around where I do just feel like I should be at the front, no matter what that is. And it's also, as I'm getting older, I feel like, I'm getting like stronger, and I feel like at least in Supercross so far, like my fitness has just felt really good this year. And I feel like my recovery has been, just everything has been a little bit more dialed in. So I've felt better on the weekends. And the aggression thing I've been working on, and it's been great. Not only just getting through the pack, but also being a little more aggressive because I am one of the bigger guys. And I just, I always was, I don't know, I guess a little bit passive on the track before, my
timid
first few
maybe
years. So timid. Yeah, that's a good word. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like when you were presented with like the idea that you weren't coming through traffic, say 2 years ago, that you kind of pushed back against that. Would you, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you didn't push back, but do you feel like you were a little defensive about that topic, but maybe now you agree that, you were a little timid?
Totally. Yeah. Cause now that I'm doing it at the pace that I'm doing it, I definitely must. I mean, I was pretty bad at it before.
Okay, fair. Now, going back to confidence then, yeah, you coming out of amateurs, I'm sure you're extremely confident, right? But then once things don't fall into place the way maybe you expected to, it starts working against you, I guess. And then once you find a little lack of confidence, it's got to be really hard to overcome that because it really factors into everything you do on the track.
Yeah, for sure. And it just takes a lot of building, and a lot of for me, the problem is it takes winning. Like, even I can get confidence from a second where I came from behind, whatever. But I don't know. It doesn't.
You're still not winning.
It doesn't satisfy me. Seattle hurt pretty bad. It was a great race, but I was pretty mad to lose. So that's an example. I don't know. But then you get a win. But either way, anybody knows too, they can even win and you're still tough on yourself because you don't feel I don't know. I've had a couple where I felt like they were almost, easy, and that's kind of how they end up happening normally. But I don't know. Yeah, the confidence thing is just got to keep going. And I've also had weird, couple injuries the last couple of years.
Sure.
Just I don't know. I feel like I get back up to speed, get going, and right now I feel great. So besides, I just got to get this thing taken care of. But before, I was pretty pumped with my riding, everything like that. There was a couple things I needed to work on. So yeah, the first few rounds obviously just hurt with the first turn crashes. But other than that, it's been pretty good.
We'll get to that in a second. I actually have some questions on that.
Yeah, and it's kind of on that topic a little bit. It's just, we had Coty Schock on earlier, and we were talking about, he was mentioning you have all these tangible things together, and then just getting them all to click at once is kind of the challenge. Sometimes the timing doesn't line up. And then here we are at the first East West Showdown. You finally get the start, and then you're dealing with a back pain that doesn't allow you to push the whole race. Mm-hmm. And because when I didn't know about the injuries or the issue before, and when you got into the lead, I was like, oh well, this is Levi's race. Yeah. So it's just getting it all together. It's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, and I hope so. It's definitely, it can take time, and you don't know how much time it can take, but I believe it'll all start coming around, and there's things that I feel like I've improved on. So, and the team, we've been, doing everything we can to be better in every spot, avenue, whatever. So, I think it'll be steady progress from here as long as, I can get my back figured out a little bit.
Yeah, and sidebar a little bit. Your and Davey's battle was awesome, man. That looked like fun.
Yeah, stood him up.
Oh yeah, that was super fun. I knew he, obviously he's really good in the whoop, so he'll rail the top of most of the berms before him. So I just tried to, make sure I was on the right there so he couldn't go inside. And then, I don't know, it was fun for a bit there. Yeah, definitely. We were kind of battling, so it actually bunched everybody up. And I was like, man, we got a freight train here. And then when I had to start sitting down so much, it was so funny. I felt like a goon. I would sit the whole start straight where it went back on. I would sit the little wall before the finish and then sit the finish line. Dude, I was probably going, I don't know. I felt like a goon, but it was it for some reason would relieve my back. As soon as I would stand, crouch over in that hunched position, I was kind of screwed. So
yeah. Can you do me a favor, Levi?
Yeah.
Next time there's an issue like that, can you let somebody know before the race starts? Just we're in the press box, and we're like, what is going on? And a Shmeev Schmathis may have texted a Mr. Lewis Phillips and be like, or Kellen, they have a group text that I'm not in. Mm-hmm. And they're like, what is wrong with Levi? And Kellen and Lewis both said nothing. But if we had known, then we would be able to say, hey man, he's riding. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't tell Mitch really until he kind of figured out as the day was going on. I was a little bit, but then after the main, yeah, he was kind of confused because I've been pretty strong in the mains this year so far, so it looked pretty abnormal and bad. It was tough, but
well, yeah, don't tell us before you tell Mitch. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Was it like well, I'm just gonna like work through it and I should be all right come adrenaline main time, and then it just didn't happen that way.
Yeah, it just didn't really work out that way. What's weird is I rode Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I did some starts Thursday, then I flew Thursday night, rode press, and I think because I was trying to make up for a little lost time the week before because I tried to rest a little bit. Like maybe I just rode too many, like I just didn't really, I don't know. It kind of just built up and got worse as the days went on. Like press, it started hurting pretty good. And I was like, oh boy, we're in for it. So then, yeah, like I was like qualifying, I would do, a lap or two, but I would pull in kind of often. Just trying to save it, but I didn't really do a great job of it.
Yeah, like I said, once the back starts hurting, there's just not a lot you can do. But yeah, Levi Kitchen tonight, brought to you by Guts Racing, gutsracing.com. Let's go back to starts. Beginning of the season, multiple issues with the start device. Did you guys ever actually figure out what was happening? Was it just too low?
A little bit, yeah. Like I definitely went up, but I don't know. I also I guess I wasn't slamming it down hard enough, like into the first turn. And then that's kind of what I've been practicing too, is trying to just make sure I really force it down. Like I feel like with everybody's now, we're running such stiff suspension that you can see the guys who actually know how to, like, you'd think it'd be super easy, but for some reason for me, it's not extremely easy because I kind of ride off the back. So I got to like push forward on my bars as I'm kind of coming into the turn.
Yeah, because I was thinking when it was happening, like if you don't have the right situation, like, I mean, a guy like me, you just like you tap the front brake because I use that upper template that Works Connection sends me, which is nowhere near deep enough in the stroke for you guys. But I just tap the front brake and it comes unlocked. But yeah, if you don't have a situation where you're really on that front brake or a way to push it down, then it might not release, and that's dangerous.
Yeah, it's definitely a little sketchy if it doesn't, and not so much outdoors, obviously, but just Supercross because you're going into a rhythm lane so quick normally. So, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's working now. Like we've raised it a little bit, and yeah, I think I was really the only one who was having issues too. I think everybody else kind of had it dialed. So,
I don't know what made me think of this, Levi, but just a quick question: like watching race day live. You'll see them, like they'll be watching one of your guys. I'm not saying that this happened to you particular. Just I see this with a lot of guys. They'll be watching a hot lap, and then like they'll kind of slide out, or maybe like clip a jump, and then like they'll say on the broadcast, "Oh, that was a big mistake in this lap." Like trying to put it all together. Like, what do you consider, especially when it comes to a hot lap, to be like a big mistake? Like that's just going to completely ruin the lap. Like if you clip a little bit, because like sometimes y'all will clip a jump, they'll say you have a mistake, and then y'all will still jump up the leaderboard. So it's like what do you count as like a big mistake?
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on the track and how it's breaking down. This weekend, I bettered my time with a lap that like I kind of just finished because I wanted to, just keep feeling that speed, but I would have never guessed that it would have went better. Because I made like 3 mistakes. So you just for me, I just try to stick in them. I mean, if I miss a jump, that's what I would say. Like if I miss a jump in a rhythm lane, that's a big enough mistake in my opinion. Just because we all do the same, at least on a track like Birmingham where it's pretty basic for the most part. Yeah, I would say like that's where I would kind of back out of one is if I miss a part of a rhythm. But like as far as botching a turn or something, you kind of got to just stay in it, I feel like.
Yeah, that's crazy. Your fastest lap, like you said, you had 3 quote unquote mistakes. That's crazy.
Yeah, and they were little turn. Kind of missed one of my ruts, I remember, in one of them, but little stuff. But yeah.
Going back to your starts for a second, you also told Lewis Phillips post race that before the main event start, you walked up to Seth and were like, dude, I'm going crazy here. You got to tell me like what you're doing in your starts, technique, whatever. and I think he said lower RPM, and you tried it and it worked. So like, yeah, were you just like, you were freaking out before the start?
I mean, I just kind of was, the heat race start was pretty bad. So I didn't actually really, I didn't ask Seth too much. I was just like, dude, I've tried wide open, and he was just like, yeah, like I have to go lower. And so I just tried like what I thought was lower, and it worked. I mean, it was also kind of I'd say I was kind of like, screw it going in the first turn. Cause there's if from the side view, like I don't really have a wheel on anybody. I just kind of like barely get the bike into a wheelie, like as we're already halfway down, and I just kind of cut over, and I don't really know how I made it work, but I just went in hot. But if I would have had that start more around the middle of the gate, I'm not sure if I would have came out like this. I just was way outside.
Perfect scenario. Yeah. Did you happen to consider talking to the other number 47 Kawasaki that was on the track that night?
I heard he ripped one. I didn't get to see it.
2. He did the second qualifying from the outside and the main, and then he froze the F up.
Hey, well, there we go. It worked for me too.
Yeah,
maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, well, in the qualifying race, like I kind of had a panic attack because he got into the rhythm and just almost stopped. I was like, oh God, no. You know, he admitted he just freaked out a little bit. But the starts, the number 47 was on point with starts in Birmingham.
There we go. I need to call him up, get some tips.
Well, he's on the show next. He's going to be on in about 15 minutes. So yeah, well, anyway, how about outdoors, man? When does that start, or have you already started doing a little bit?
Yeah, I've rode a little bit. I rode like probably 4 days on the 250 and a couple days on a 450. So got a few days in during our last break, and was planning on riding a little bit this week, but I'm just kind of resting, doing like some therapy stuff for my back, and I'll probably start riding more outdoors after St. Louis.
Okay, all right. Scott, you got one more?
What was, just any other takeaways that you had from the East-West Showdown? Like, did it kind of go as expected? Obviously it's one of the topics to compare you guys east to west. What kind of stood out to you, and what, how did it go? Just any other takes from you?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty good. It was cool, with, I'd say, majority of the East guys, or I don't even know who was out, but pretty much all of them there, was good, having a bunch of other guys. And, it was a bummer losing, Cam and Michael, and it would be really stacked. If everybody was in ours, it'd be crazy. But no, it was good. Like, I don't know. It was nice to race everybody. And I mean, there was not, for me, I mean, I got a good start, so I didn't really race the guys that much. By the time I was racing them, they were kind of just passing me. So, I don't know. It was good though.
All right, two listener questions, and we'll let you go. This is from our Discord channel. Soul505 says, "What do you know about the new Kawasaki 2-stroke? Can you tell us anything?"
I actually am clueless on that thing for the most part.
Damn it! I was hoping you were going to break some news that you maybe weren't supposed to, but we'd get it anyway. All right, last one then. Let's see. Let's go with Craigathin 404 from Instagram. Does Seattle Supercross have the biggest home field advantage? That place was rocking for Levi.
Man, it's been good to me for sure, and it was crazy. I mean, it's been crazy both times, but or the last 2 times, I should say, more than others. But yeah, it's nuts. The fan base is awesome. It's definitely, I see a lot of Nirvana shirts and things like that. It's pretty awesome. So it's I would say I mean, that and Washougal obviously, but Washougal, it's like mainly I just hear like family screaming around the track because I don't know, like my uncle's watering or whatever, he's usually the main person I hear. But,
that's awesome.
Yeah, Seattle takes the cake for as far as like, it's crazy.
All right.
I'm surprised nobody has a new kitchen in the chef shirt yet.
Oh, I know, right?
You know what? That'd be a pretty cool T-shirt idea, though. It's like a Nirvana or a Alice in Chains, like logoed Levi Kitchen shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, we had. I mean, I kind of did a couple. Like I did the Dirt album a couple years ago, but yeah, I'm trying to. I got some sweatshirts that are coming out, and I mean, they're not. I'm not replicating any like music, but more so maybe like the designs are from the '90s and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Sweet.
I'll have that stuff, but yeah, man. Other than that, now I'm trying to get this better and.
Well, get it rested up, man. I know Peter's going to get you back strong again, and yeah, you got a couple more weeks and back to another showdown. But the season's coming to an end, so yeah, would like to see you finish strong.
Yep, me too. And I'm going to keep doing my best, and that's my goal. Go out there and try to get a win.
All right, Levi, thanks for doing this, man. We've been trying to get it for a few weeks, and you've been busy, and I'm glad we finally got you on here. It's always a pleasure. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in Nashville. So Scotty. Scotty will be there too. So we'll see you in a few weeks.
Nashville.
Oh, no, you won't be in Nashville, damn it. We won't see you in Nashville. Just come to Nashville and hang out.
How are you going to get my hopes up like that, man?
Yeah, man. Shit. I don't know. I was thinking.
I'll go play some music in Nashville.
Let's do that. Yeah, we'll skip the race.
Oh, man. All right. Well, thank you guys, and yeah, have a good night.
All right, Levi. Take care. See ya.
Yep. See you. Bye. I'm
a dummy. I said he's going to be in Nashville. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason in my mind, I was thinking Showdown, but that's not the case.
Well, you know what's funny is if that had been Cole Davies, he probably would have just agreed because he didn't even know he was going to Detroit this next weekend. Yeah. And did you see that in the post race?
I did.
I don't know where we're going, but yeah, we'll get better next weekend.
Just goes where he gets on a plane with mom and dad and ends up where he ends up.
Must be nice. Yeah.
Okay, let's do the grill your ass off, bring the heat. I'm going to have you read the FXR read and T-Bone USA when we get there, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, grill your ass off. Yeah, that's right. Say yes, sir.
Oh, whoa. I got weird.
If you're looking to grill a savory steak, bake a delicious chicken breast, make the perfect roasted potatoes, or fried bacon for breakfast, Grill Your Ass Off has a seasoning to elevate the experience. Jason Murph is a military veteran and motocross enthusiast, and his line of seasonings and sauces simply can't be beat. On top of being outstanding, every product sold helps support a true nonprofit or event. Visit grillyourassoff.com and use promo code DARKSIDEMX3, that's all caps, to save 20% on habanero barbecue sauce. Let's see, what else they got? Infidel, Claymore, Cannibal, Ma Deuce, all killer flavors. I use the Crispy's Mango Habanero a lot lately. The Platoon Sergeant, which is salt, pepper, and garlic. I've been using that in my eggs. Lots and lots of good stuff. So we've got about 10 minutes before I got to get Aden on, I think. Let me look. Yep. So I am going. Do you have a Bring the Heat? Because I have a bunch.
No, you go ahead, and I'll get to mine.
I'm going to try to knock these out fairly quick. I'm going to lump a few of them into one group, and it's a Bring the Heat that I've brought up multiple times, drive-through situations, okay? So I'm heading down towards San Antonio. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I heard this tip when it comes to when you're in your younger days chasing women, lower your expectations, raise your percentages.
Can't do it.
You just have you want Ruth's Chris Steakhouse at freaking McDonald's.
I want decent customer service. So here's what I got.
That's why you got to drive through. You're not getting that sometimes.
Okay, drive through at Golden Chick, south of Waco. I'm in line with like 5 cars, and I cannot figure out why it's taking so long. And I have my window down, and I can hear the lady at the comm, right? Mm-hmm. Ask the car in front of me what they order. And they say, okay, hang on a minute. And they go, or no, they pull up, and she says, can you hang on a minute? And they go, yes. And I'm sitting there listening, and the car they had just pulled up pulls up to the window, and then I hear the same voice leaning out the window and talking to him.
She's got her mic on? Yeah.
No, she's the only person.
Okay, I mean, you're busy.
So then she comes back and takes the order. And
she's not going back anywhere.
No, she comes back to the comm.
Right.
With the people that have been waiting and takes their order. And they pull up, and then the next car pulls up, and she goes, hang on a minute. And then you wait like 3 minutes while she deals with those people again, and then she comes back. It's not like pull up, order, pull up, order, pull up, order. There's 3 minutes in between each person because she's dealing with the window.
Probably has someone call in or understand.
Not my problem.
Then go somewhere else.
It is my problem.
It is your problem.
It's BS. That's the first one. Whataburger I pull in the other night. Dead silence for a while. I'm sitting there, and like I probably waited 45 seconds. I said, "Hello? Be with you in a minute." Okay. Dead silence for like another minute.
I wouldn't tolerate that.
Bro, like just again, like I always say when you go to the window, say, "We'll be right with you."
That's what
Don't
we
make
do.
me sit there and wait. So I'm trying to be quick. Okay, those are the 2 drive-throughs.
Okay.
So those are gone. Traffic jam after I leave Golden Chick, heading south towards San Antonio. All right, we get to the problem, other side of the interstate.
Yeah.
Cops everywhere. Everybody in my lane's hitting their brakes for the other side of the freaking interstate.
That's frustrating when that happens.
F you, drivers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2.
Did you slow down and look too, though? Yes.
I slowed down because everybody's hitting the brakes. I glanced over before we ever got there. I'm like, okay, there's motorcycles. I didn't turn my head and be like, oh, what happened? No, I'm looking ahead, trying to get to see my grandson. I got places to be. I don't care what happened on the other side of the damn interstate. 3, hand dryers in a bathroom. No paper towels.
Yeah, I don't like
F
that.
your hand dryers. It doesn't work.
And you're just like, where does that air come from? You're just pulling poo air onto my hands.
I don't know. They don't work.
They don't.
Get rid of them. Paper towels. So in Birmingham, I chose after SMX Next qualifying 1. I told Lewis Kellen, I'm going to go do interviews with those SMX kids before qualifying 2. I want to get content nobody else is getting. I want to see how their day's going, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to know these kids. I had these new little mics that just plug into my iPhone. I was like, I'm going to try these. I tested them at home. They worked fine at home. I go do all these interviews. I go back up to edit them. They sound like dog crap. Can't understand what they're saying. It's all spiked out, crappy, pissed me off, bullshit. I tried to do something unique and it didn't work, and I'm mad about that.
Screw you, Dark.
Okay. Last one of the night. This is my last grill your ass off, bring the heat. My co-host, Scotty Thompson, hates kids. He
my God.
made Kellen Brower's kids sad. How, you may ask? At Arlington, I'm sure you heard about it, he gave out free ice cream cone coupons to Steve Mathis and Kellen Brower. Kellen Brower took his kids to Dairy Queen, and they refused to give them ice cream cones because they weren't from their store. Man, why would you do that? Why?
Yeah, that's not my fault.
It is. We told you. Steve was like, there's no way these are going to work. I said they look like Monopoly money. They are clearly somebody you could
First of all, I purchased those directly from the International Dairy Queen website, all the supplies.
I don't even believe that exists.
It does. And you have to have an account. You have to be a actual store to have an account. You can't go to this website and order them. They won't let you do it. You have to have an actual store ID and everything to do it.
I can print them right here in Photoshop in 3 seconds.
I mean, maybe you could, but my point on that is, first of all, I was trying to be nice and trying to mainly it was kind of a joke because Steve blamed me. They made a dumb joke about how my Blizzard caused their electrical outlet in Vegas or something like that, which was a kind of a stupid joke. But anyways, so I was like, okay, I'll steer into the skid. It'll be funny. And also, like, a reason I gave them to Kellen and them is because they were there, first of all. Second of all, I knew he had kids, and they would probably like ice cream cones.
They probably would have.
So I was like, oh, this would be a nice thing. We don't stamp ours, so I didn't even really realize that was a thing. And then when Steve was reading it, it's because I didn't read the fine print on them. Like, when he read them, it was like they have to have a stamp. I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe they have an issue. Oh, well. But
oh, well,
I mean, like, they shouldn't, because we would take them. I wouldn't look at the stamp. We don't stamp ours. We just take them. Why this person at this Dairy Queen is going to be my grill your ass up, bring the heat is like they came to your store. He's probably going to either come back and get the ice cream cones again if the kids like them, because they're like, we want those ice cream cones again, and he'll come back. Or maybe he would have purchased some French fries or something else. Like, it's not costing them anything to give them cones. I don't know why they were being dicks about it. I mean, maybe it's because he lives in California and everybody in California is
I
dicks.
don't believe anybody would use those coupons almost anywhere in the country. They look fake.
They're not.
But they look it. They
okay.
Look, I mean, I just can't imagine that. Like, I feel like I joked. I was like, I'm going to make a coupon for my favorite restaurant that looks like something out of a Monopoly box.
I gave a couple to some other friends. They went to one Dairy Queen. They didn't accept them. They went to another one. They accepted them.
Oh my God! So even a Dairy Queen in Texas didn't accept them.
But then they went to another one and it did. It really just depends on if you have a Karen at the front counter or not.
So if you want to just drive around from Dairy Queen to Dairy Queen.
No, I didn't anticipate that being the case. I didn't realize that. I thought that because we take them, the other ones did. I'm sorry that other Dairy Queens aren't cool like mine is, but like
you literally said that you would take a coupon from Sonic or
they
McDonald's.
They tell us to.
That's insane.
That's why I like working for the people that own the Dairy Queen that I worked for, is because they think about stuff that way. It's
I'm just going to come to your store and be like, give me a free ice cream.
Okay.
Give me a free ice cream or I won't come back.
I'd probably give you one.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not.
Then I'll be like, give me a burger too.
Well, then I might have a problem there.
Oh, okay.
But no, like don't be a dick and abuse the situation. But like why they would like argue with Kellen enough to where he wanted to.
Kellen actually argued.
He just ripped the coupons up for no reason.
I don't know that he ripped them up. Did I say that?
You said that. Were you just making that shit up?
I probably did.
No, it was in the screenshot.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay, maybe he did. I don't have it.
No, it was here. Hold on. Let me pull it back.
It doesn't matter. That's funny if he did. But yeah, I just feel like they look so like if I work at a restaurant and these aren't my coupons, I'll be like, yeah, bro, you just made these at home. I'm not going to give you free crap.
Why would just honor it? It's not that big of a deal.
I really believe that's
made my kids sad though. Ripped up the coupons right in front of the store owner.
So yeah, he probably thought they were fake.
No, Kellen ripped them.
Oh, Kellen ripped them. Okay. His poor kids.
Yeah,
I think you should send...
I'll give Kellen $10 if he didn't buy him a cone.
I think you need to send him $10.
Okay, yeah. I will. Like
Steve wants his $10 too.
Steve
literally texted me a minute ago and said, are you bringing this thing up tonight? Because I was like, yeah.
What, did he try his too?
No, I sent him a screenshot.
Oh, of course. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for throwing me under the bus.
Let me go back. Yeah, he said, this is the kind of people that work at Pony Pod, liars and thieves.
Oh my God. I'm never doing anything nice for them again.
That's awesome.
To be fair, I really didn't realize that those had to be stamped.
Poor Kellen's kids.
He just left. He didn't buy him ice cream. I
thought that, but I didn't ask him. But
like, just buy. Yeah. At that point, you're kind of stuck. I mean, I'm sorry. I'll give you $10 if it's that big of a deal, but you're kind of stuck at that point. You got.
And I don't think there's like a Dairy Queen every couple blocks like there is here in California. Like, there's probably one for miles. It's not a normal. Like,
I just don't understand why they were being dicks.
I don't really. Again, I'm not in the restaurant industry, but to me, they weren't. They were just like, these aren't our coupons, bro. I can't take a Kroger coupon. I mean, some places do coupon matches, I guess, but like I can't take a Kroger coupon to Brookshire's and be like, "Hey, man, Kroger." They'll be like, "Go to Kroger."
This was a Dairy Queen coupon.
Yeah, that's true, but it's not their Dairy Queen. And didn't you say like here they're privately owned, some are chains, like it's different?
No, they're all franchises.
I thought you said it was different in different states. Like they have different.
There's different
menu.
brands of Dairy Queens. There's like a Texas Dairy Queen and there's an international Dairy Queen, but I think they're all franchises.
I got you.
But that's not even I ordered that from the Dairy Queen website.
What did you say it was called? International Dairy Queen Lovers.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what it's called. Look it up.
It cracked me up when he sent me that text. I was like, I felt bad for his kids. I was like, this makes me so happy.
Yeah, that's messed up. You're a terrible person.
It did. The part with his kids being sad.
Like,
he sent the text about his kids being sad afterwards, but
yeah.
I was cracking up. But we got our next guest of the night on. We can get back to that in a minute. We'll ask Aden what he thinks about this in a second. But Aden Keefer is up next. He's going to be brought to you also by Guts Racing. As we told you, elevate your ride with Guts Racing seat covers, trusted by top pros and everyday riders and SMX Next superstars. Designed for maximum traction and durability, Guts seat covers keep you locked in when the track gets rough and the stakes get high. Visit gutsracing.com. Tonight, Guts Racing brings us from Team Green Kawasaki, Aden Keefer. What up, Aden?
What up, boys?
Hey, how'd you like that song I threw on your story today?
To be honest, I'm just going to throw it out there right now. I don't really run my Instagram account, so like I didn't even see it. I'm going to be honest.
Wow.
Damn. Dude.
Wow. Well, whoever runs it shared it, but still, I threw Lamb of God on there just to mess with you and your dad.
I think it was either my mom or Meg from Cali. Those are the only two people there to have my Instagram account. So.
Oh yeah, dude. Did you ever? Yeah, because I remember you were having problems with that a couple years ago. You couldn't get into it.
Yeah, no, I still never figured it out. So I'm still Instagramless.
So crazy. All right, Aden Keefer, Birmingham, Alabama. Your second SMX next race. Qualified 16th, 9th in the main. 2 hole shots throughout the night. A few days later, it's all in the rearview mirror. How do you feel about your experience versus Daytona?
I mean, I'm a lot happier for sure. I mean, Daytona, I got 17th, and I faded, so didn't really look great on me. I mean, but no, I feel a lot more accomplished by it. I mean, I put in a lot of work before it, after Daytona, so I'll take a 9th. I mean, I think if you ask any racer, like, how do you feel? Like if you were, I would say, how would you feel about a 9th place? I mean, most of them are probably going to say not too happy, but like I'm pretty happy about it, but I'm not satisfied. So yeah, looking forward to Philly.
You and your dad did a really good review pod on the Keefer Inc. podcast network, but I'm probably going to ask some of the same questions. But like I think, a 9th. Yeah, you want better than 9th, but as I said a couple weeks ago, you don't have a lot of Supercross ability. Meaning, actually, what I actually meant was experience. And you just don't have much. You haven't been riding Supercross very much. So to pull a couple of hole shots and get a 9th, that's not bad, dude, for your second one ever.
No, literally, like if you would have told me in the beginning of February that I would get 9th, I would have been stoked because the beginning of February, I can barely jump the rhythms and barely get around the track. So
I was hearing that.
I'd be stoked with it.
So what do you think you've made the most improvement in the last few months? Like what part of racing Supercross in general? Could be a section or it could just be overall.
I think it's just in general. Like I told you the day that you interviewed me on Saturday, I was like, I think it's mainly my nerves. Like I would get on the way to the track. Like I would tell my dad, like, dude, like I have anxiety to ride today because like I'm scared. So I think honestly for me, it was just the scared factor of getting over it. I mean, like the past 2 years I've been hurt, right? So in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't want to crash and get hurt again and then ruin my whole summer and my Lorettas and everything. So like pretty much I would say the nerves part of it. And then just learning, I would say Brock, my main problem was timing the rhythms with my throttle was the main problem. So we really worked on that. And the whoops too. Like I was really bad in the whoops. So, Brock's like, you just got to sack up, son, and hit him. So,
yeah, you got a bunch of people. You have a bunch of people in your corner that will tell you the truth.
Yes, no, and that's what I like. And some people even tell my dad, like, you're very harsh on Aden, and I just chime in and go, I would rather have them be harsh on me because honestly, like, the truth is what someone needs to hear most of the time. So, like, I'd rather have you be blunt with me and tell me the truth than tell me, oh, good job. Like, no, I don't want that. I want the truth. Like
mama.
Yeah, no, seriously. Mom comes back after the second qualifier. Well, that wasn't terrible. I didn't see the whole thing, but that wasn't terrible. I'm like, bro, you cannot talk to me right now. I even know that was bad.
You almost
She knows her truth, Aden.
I thought you were going to die in that first rhythm when you just stopped, basically. I was like, oh, no, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, it was not good. And then I did the same damn thing again.
It wasn't as bad in the main. In the second qualifying, I was like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, no, it was pretty bad. We're gonna forget that whole second qualifier because you saw how it was afterwards when you came over there. I looked like I wanted to hang myself from that from the pool.
Yeah.
So is it, when it comes to this, is it the track itself and like the fact that you're trying to learn these obstacles and get better at whoops that's maybe causing anxiety, or is it the moment of this is my time to shine that's causing more of it, or both?
A little bit of both, honestly. Like, I wouldn't really say the shine. I mean, a little bit. Obviously, like I have expectations for myself and I want to do good, but at the same time, it's only my second one, and I only have about a handful of laps on a Supercross track. So I would mostly just say it's the obstacles, honestly, and then the consequences that come with Supercross, right? So like over jump something, you don't have as much of room as you do on an outdoor track. Like if you overjump some, you're landing in the face of the next one. Or if you drop your front wheel in a whoop, like you're going to go over the bars. So I think it's mainly the consequences of everything that I was scared of.
Well, and the good news about that though is like that stuff goes away with time. Like the more repetitions you do, the more comfortable you get. That's an easy fix, so to say.
No, for sure. And that's something that my dad has instilled in me. And honestly, I feel like at times like it saves me, but then at times it hurts me just because in times that I need to shut my brain off, I don't, because I'm still thinking about the consequences. So, but at the same time, it's still good to have that in the back of your mind.
What has a decision been made for Philly? It's Philly's the next one, right?
Yep.
Has a decision been made yet, or when will you guys actually kind of decide that?
No, we made a decision. I mean, I told my dad driving home that night, I'm like, I need to go race. And then I called Brock too, and I asked Brock, I said, like, what's your 2 cents on it? And he goes, well, what do you think? I told him, I said, honestly, like within the 2 weeks from Daytona to Birmingham, like I got a lot better. And then this time it's a bigger break till then. And I feel like I can be more competitive than I was this past weekend. And there's more things too that I want to work on. And it's just good practice too for next year. Right. So nice. we're gonna do it for sure. Okay, good to know. What is the structure? And I don't know what you know, but like the structure of your deal with Team Green. Like, what do they expect out of you? What placeholders do you have to meet? You know, what is your deal with them? Supercross, we don't really have. I don't really have like any placeholders. Like they don't really give me like any pressure to like me. Like it's not like stars where like, oh boy, if you don't win this, you're off the team. Like it's nothing like that. I just have to be at certain races. Okay. In my contract.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal then. Yeah, I like that. That takes a little bit of pressure off. You have all the other pressure. You don't need that pressure too. Having Brock and it was pretty cool to come to your. I think I came to your tent after the first qualifying and maybe the second, and Garrett Marchbanks came over. It's like, dude, you have your own race to worry about, but he came to check on you, kind of like talk to you a little bit. That was pretty neat.
No, Garrett's really nice. Garrett's become like my big brother these past couple months that we've been riding together, and then even at the track too, he's really helpful. But he's become like my big brother these past 2 months, and so is Brock. I mean, they're both really helpful, and it's nice too that Brock still rides. And I mean, there's days where we'll go ride and he'll be breaking in a bike or something, and then at the end of the day, he'll set a lap down. I'm pretty sure he'll be like 0.5 off of Garrett, or sometimes probably the same. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, for sure. And I don't know if you paid any attention, but we had Levi Kitchen on just a few minutes ago before you. I did. I saw that. You saw the real 47. Well, yeah. So I asked him though, because he told Lewis Phillips in the post-race interviews that he was a little bit worried about his starts, and he talked to Seth before the gate drop, like on the gate, like talked to him a little bit about what Seth does for his starts. Yeah. And I was like, you didn't think to go ask the other number 47 that had just pulled a couple of starts? He's like, I heard he got a couple of hole shots. And I was like, yeah, bro. Yeah, he made that 47 look pretty damn good. So that's what his mom and my mom kind of talked a little bit. And she came over and was talking about, she was like, yeah, we need to have both of our boys talk about how to, you can tell Levi how to do starts, and then Levi can tell you how to do everything else. I'm like, sounds good to me. I'll do it. Shit. Yeah, I'm like, shoot, I'll take it, honestly. For sure. Hell yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Scotty.
So, obviously these are all big learning curves, and that's the whole point of this program. What are you better at that maybe you expect it to be? Like, what do you feel like you're excelling at in this?
I feel like the main thing that I feel like I'm excelling at is like getting used to racing in a dome and having a crowd and on all these people watching you, right? And like that's what my dad told me before I even started racing this, because we would talk about him racing Supercross, and he was like, that was always the worst part for like that's what I was not good at, was like during qualifying or during the racing, I was scared to mess up and not ride to my full potential because of I feel like I was in a fishbowl and everyone was watching me, when in reality no one really cares. Right. So I feel like that's the main thing I feel like that I noticed. And even this past weekend too, like, because you got people all around you this time. It's not like Daytona where they're backed up against the embankment all the way 20 feet off the track, So I feel like I would say that is the main thing that I honestly thought I was going to be better at, because usually my nerves are pretty high and I never really thought about the crowd once. So I think that's what I would say.
That is interesting because I've noticed that maybe you don't do this, but I noticed that when I ride, and obviously nobody's watching me because I'm just an old vet guy that's not fast at all. But if I go past like a group of people, I feel like I want to I feel like they're watching me. And I want to ride good, and I want to that'll be the section that I ride the fastest is where people are, even though they're.
Hey, we all do that too. I do that too. I'm not gonna lie.
It's the worst. I mean, I do that too, but it's the worst when you're I've been at GH a couple times, and there's Jason Anderson there and Dean Wilson's there, and I know those guys a little bit. I don't want them to think I'm as bad as I actually am.
Yeah.
So then, you're trying to be better, but then you're really terrible.
And then I didn't even see you.
Yeah. I told Aiden, you may know this, but I have a still shot from my GoPro of Dean Wilson passing me so close that I don't know how, his helmet, you know how wide of an angle the freaking GoPro is, and his helmet takes up the whole thing because he's that close. And I showed it to him later, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't even see you, dude. I didn't know you were there."
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm a couple years ago at Glen Helen, I got taken out by Dean, so
it does make me feel good.
Ability, man.
Yeah. Hey, I got 2 listener questions for you, but before we get to that, I want to talk about your health, and it's obviously a big part of racing. And thankfully, with Brock and what you're doing, you were able to get a bunch of blood work done. And found out some things you did not know, which I think are going to be very significant in your program. And before I ask you about that, Scotty, name me 3 or 4 things that you think are very important for an athlete, on a race day to eat. What would be a couple of things you think?
Eat?
Yeah, what would you snack on?
Protein, but without fat,
give
chicken.
Me a couple specifics.
I'm getting to it. Like chicken. Maybe get away with some beef jerky or peanuts or something like that.
Peanuts, okay.
Something light that's got protein in it.
Fruit?
Some fruit.
What fruit would you go for? Give me a couple of your favorite
grapes.
Fruits. Okay, grapes.
Maybe an apple or banana. I know banana and peanut butter is good for a lot of potassium.
It's a good list.
Okay.
Aiden, can you eat any of that?
I can have chicken. That's it.
Okay. He's allergic to everything.
Really? Is it?
No, yeah.
What in it? Is it preservatives they put in it, or is it the actual thing itself?
It's just the actual thing itself. I can't have it.
Strawberry.
When Navarro called me and was reading all these things out to me, I'm just laughing. He's like, "Why are you laughing?" I'm like, "Dude, because I've had all of this in the span of 2 hours."
Yeah, everything.
And you just didn't know?
They had no idea. And Brock was telling me when you get these test results, it might be a 1 point whatever. Then that's borderline, or that's actually pretty high. Or okay, if it's a 0.8. You could eat it. It's not great for you. He's like a 3.
Well, how was it affecting you and you're not noticing?
So basically, my gut can't break down all the good nutrients in the food because of how allergic I am to it. So pretty much it's just not breaking anything down is what's happening.
So he's not getting the benefits from it. Yeah.
Oh, so he's eating it it's like eating air basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much just eating it.
Nothing was really having a negative effect on you though, right?
No, I wasn't to the point where I'm like, dude, I need an EpiPen or anything like that.
Yeah, but if you think that you're eating these things to get protein and you're not getting any protein from them,
right?
Then that's gonna make you lethargic and not.
The point is, though, obviously, and that's something that you've got to work on. You've got to figure out I'm sure you've already started making steps on how to make that better. What you changing your diet.
Yep, I got Brock's making me a whole different. I'm pretty much got to be vegetarian at this point. So, and I gotta start taking 18 different kind of pills in the morning.
Yeah, my career's over, Aiden. At that point, if I'm you, I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, if he can't have
I gotta have my
eating with dark is an experience.
Trust me, Aiden knows. He's lived with me for months at a time.
Yeah, he's like a garbage scale.
Well, but it has to be specific things though. He won't just
steak, hamburgers.
Yeah, he won't eat you would think that somebody that has to eat that much wouldn't be that picky and would eat anything that comes his way, but no, he's still picky.
Aiden knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me, I know he's picky. I'm pretty sure my dad got on his ass about something one time. I can't remember what it was, but
multiple times.
I get on him too.
There was something.
Chris goes, what do you want for breakfast tonight? Heathers, what do you want for dinner tonight? We can make chicken and potatoes. Oh, I don't fuck with potatoes. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. He ain't happy. He's never happy either.
No.
All right, Aiden, I'm going to do 2 listener questions and we're going to let you go. Let's see here.
All right.
This one's from TXRacer223 on Instagram. Ask Keefer. I feel like he thought this was for your dad. Ask Keefer what he thinks about building a YZ426F for a Woods race machine. That's got to be a Chris question, but you answer.
Yeah, I can't. I'm really. I got no idea, man. I didn't even know
a
426. I didn't even know there was a thing as a 426.
You were born after they were around, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that was supposed to be for Chris, but we asked you. All right. Here's the last one. This is our Discord guy, Soul505. He sends in questions all the time. On a riding level, what is it like with your dad being who he is?
Like what does he mean? Like, give me an example here.
Well, I don't know specifically. So I guess just with, your dad's really talented. He has a good reputation. So yeah, we'll just talk about like following in his footsteps a little bit with riding technique, reputation. He's very knowledgeable. So yeah, maybe just talk about that. I don't know if that's what he means, but that's what I'm asking.
I mean, it does help having a dad that is still really good and really competitive at his age. I mean, we'll go to the Supercross track and he'll help me with some things too. And even Brock's like, oh, well, yeah, I didn't even think of that. So he's still good in that sense. And a lot of people actually tell us that we ride a lot. Like someone told us the other day, like when I watch you ride, I feel like it's Chris. So I don't know whether or not I take that as a compliment or I take that as a threat. I don't really know.
Not a threat. You mean yeah.
I mean, like I don't want to look like I'm 50 years old riding a bike.
Yeah.
Nah, your dad's got good technique.
No, so, my dad does. My dad does have good technique, and he does ride really good for his age. So it is really cool to be. I mean, you don't really see a lot of father and sons nowadays riding together. Besides, I mean, Chad Reed and his kids, but at his age, you don't really see it a lot. So I think it's really cool.
Yeah. Well, Aden, I'm proud of you, man. I really am. I just to think how far you've come since like I first met you, and you were barely even riding. I think when I first met you, you're playing football, and I don't know. I'm just proud of you, man. I love seeing you out there, and my heart kind of, like I said, it skipped a beat when you froze up there on that first rhythm because I'm worried for you, but I'm pulling for you, and I know you're gonna figure it all out, and man, I love you, buddy.
I love you too, man. Thank you, buddy. And it was good seeing you too. I missed you.
Yeah, it's always good to see you.
Tell Dark to just worry about qualifying for Loretta's.
Yep.
Is that what we're doing? Are we going to qualify for Loretta's, Dark?
I mean, we're going to try. My area is the weekend after Nashville. So.
Oh, you're fine, dude. You'll make it. Well, Dave. Well, I got some news for you. Fireman Dave is not racing anymore.
Like at all, or do you mean just not Loretta's?
It's not Loretta's. It says too much money.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling he wouldn't go back.
This is kind of like the last big hurrah for the Keepers and all that, huh?
Yeah, Chris says.
Yeah, it is. This is my last years, and according to my dad, which I mean, who really knows? But he said this is his last year too. He says once you're done, I'm done.
Well, Blood Doc Aden.
That's why I'm trying one more time because if your dad never goes again, and I'm hoping Steve makes it because I think he's got one this weekend at GH.
Yeah, we all do. We got one this weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I want to give it a shot. So, yeah, that's the goal. Then our regional is at Swan MX, which is 45 minutes from my house. So, yeah, I really, truly believe, Aiden, that I will make it this year. Yes.
I think you'll be good, too. If you've gone actually since the first year that I came, then you came here and stayed at my house and I watched you ride, you've gotten a lot better. So, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, but and to be fair, like you can't compare how I ride at GH to where I ride anywhere else. I mean, it's just.
Oh no, I for sure agree. Like that's like you coming in watching a local ride GH here, and then you take them somewhere else, and they're not that good.
Yeah.
So I totally understand.
So, but I think I would be good. I was so close last year. Like I don't know if you remember, I literally missed it by about 6 feet, dude, because I fell over. Guy passed me. The guy that had the last transfer spot, and I caught back up. Going through these rollers to the finish, and my front wheel was at his rear wheel. I was almost there. So
but here's the thing, though. I feel like here's the thing that I feel like a lot of people don't realize is if you're that like, would you finish one spot away from qualifying, right?
Yes, I could have went as an alternate.
No, seriously. Like I feel like even if you don't make it out of the regional and you are one spot or two spots out, you still have to go because the chances of you getting in are just as high, are really high.
I know. I kind of was like Steve. Like, if I don't make it, I'm not going. That's kind of how I felt, and so I just didn't go. But this year...
You hear the pride on these 50-year-olds?
Yeah. This year's probably going to be different because I think it will be your last time. It will be your last time, and it'll be probably your dad's. And especially if Steve makes it, We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But anyway.
You have to go. You have to go.
All right. Aden.
Okay, one question. How was the press box during the SMX Next the race? How was the press box?
It was good.
Because
Yeah.
I was very stoked. I come back, and the first thing my dad doesn't say to me is, "Well, the press box buying you a pair of running shoes."
I didn't see that text. That was I think that was a text that with Kellen maybe or Lewis. I don't remember, but no, it was fine. We weren't really bashing you or anything. I told you we were going to be nice during free practice, and then we were going to let you have it a little bit, and we did a little during the qualifying. But I don't think we talked too much trash, but it's all out of love. It's all out of love.
Yeah, no, I can respect a little shit talk every once in a while. You know,
Lewis talks more trash on Max Anstey, his best friend, than anybody else. Like we're just having fun.
Yeah, no, I can respect it when it's I can respect it.
Yeah, I mean the most exciting person for us to watch is like why did I just blank? I almost said Enzo Lope, not Lopes.
Hardy?
Yes. Yeah, Hardy. Munoz. Dude, like we love it when he's out there. He's so much fun to watch, and we laugh, and yeah, this is what we do.
Okay.
It's all good.
So are you comparing me to Hardy Munoz?
No, I'm just saying we talk smack like this because we're just having a good time. We're making jokes.
All right.
But I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Are you coming to Paula?
Nope.
National?
No, I don't know that I'm going to do any nationals, man. I got a real job now, man. You know, as your dad says.
You have to.
Dude,
it's my first one.
I just remembered we here at the MotoXpod show, we owe Aden an apology for the slander that she gave him a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I just said it on air. Well, as I said last time, you have no Supercross ability.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
We need to hear it one more time.
He didn't even know about it until I told him at Birmingham. Yes. I said you have no Supercross or very little Supercross ability, meaning to say experience. But I still say you have very little ability.
We don't support slander like that at the MotoXpod show, Aden. It's not representative.
He doesn't have that much ability either.
Yeah, nah.
I'm joking, bro.
Nah.
All right. Aden, we got to get our next guest on, and we're going to start wrapping the show up. But thank you, man. Again, thank you for doing this, and Philly's going to be even better.
No, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it, and it was good talking to you guys.
You too. Tell the family I said hi. I love them, and we'll talk soon.
All right, buddy. Love you too. Have a good night, boys.
You too. See ya. That's Aden Keefer tonight, brought to you by Guts Racing. We're going to get right into... She hasn't answered. I'm going to try to get the next guest on real quick, and then we'll close this thing out with all the segments that we have left. Mm-hmm. Do you think we should even do the top 5? Like, we can obviously do our T-Bolt USA REIT.
We can mention it.
It won't take that long anyway, because there's only 2 of us. Okay. Bear with me while I see if she answers. It's great radio. It's all good. No worries. Do you feel like this show's been good?
Yeah.
Do our listeners feel like the show's been good?
I mean, I don't even know if they listen to the show, honestly.
You think they're just in there?
They just like the...
They're not really listening?
They're just in the chat. I mean, they are. Like, they pick up on key things, and they'll comment on stuff,
Gotcha.
but like...
All right. Our next guest of the night is on the line, and she's going to be brought to you tonight by Yamaha Motor USA. At Yamaha Motor USA, we don't just build motorcycles. We engineer legends, from championship podiums to off-road trails. The YZ platform is defined dirt bike excellence for generations. Unleash victory. Ride Yamaha. YamahaMotorsports.com tonight brings us from RDC Racing, Monica Colvin. What's up, Monica?
Hi there.
How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
We're doing good. Having a fun show. Just talking some racing. But yeah, it's been a while since we talked to you. I feel like it's been at least a year and a half.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I think it was after Loretta's 24.
So you weren't there last year?
No,
right?
I didn't go last year. So yeah, I think it was 24. Yeah.
Yeah, must have been. Or no, it was at Phoenix last year at the Supercross.
Okay.
I saw you.
Yeah. But I mean, the last time you were on the show is what I meant, though. It's been a while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've been on the show.
So, Monica, since it's been that long and we do have a lot of new listeners, I kind of would like you just to, tell us your story again, why you started RDC Racing and, tribute to your son, Ryder. Give us your story for the people that don't know about it and what it's about.
All right. So, so we've been in the motocross off-road, I mean, you name it, our whole lives really. And then we had Ryder, which obviously the name, and it was pretty much inevitable. We always had motorcycles in the garage, and that was what he was kind of destined to do. It seemed like something on two wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, in 2023, he was training for Loretta's. He was 19. His plan was, I'm going to do this one more time. The time.
Nope. Are you there?
Stand by.
Yep. Let's try to call her back.
We'll be right back with this from the short commercial break. I said commercial.
Smurfle. Are you there?
Hello. Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys not hear me?
We lost you for a second. Yeah, I know. We lost you.
Oh,
you were talking about it in 23. He was training for Loretta's.
Yeah.
Then we lost you. Sorry.
So in 23, he was training for Loretta's, and just one of those things like, hey, I want to give it one more go. He was 19, and his previous trip there, he went in injured and got more injured, and so it was like just not. He felt like he could do better. So getting ready for it, and he was training for an area qualifier and had to go down, and he passed away. And so, it obviously that was just, completely devastating. He's our own.
All right. Okay. We lost you again. If you can hear me, Monica, I'm going to try to use FaceTime audio. So give me a second. Try this with Wi-Fi. Oh, yep, you're back. Yeah, I don't know. It just keeps cutting out. Do you have good Wi-Fi where you are?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to FaceTime audio you back.
Okay.
Bear with me.
No problem.
I feel really bad in the middle of this story. We're getting. She keeps having to retell it. All right, guys, hang tight while I find her contacts and get her on FaceTime audio.
Yeah, I think it might just be in a bad cell area or something.
Yeah.
It happens.
See, why is it? It's driving me crazy.
You'll be all right.
Talk about something, man. Come up with something.
From what I've so far it's crazy how tragic our sport can be, and it is cool when I see people, as I'm sure she's going into this story, that take that as an opportunity to either educate or give back to the sport, and they stay involved with it, and they don't get scared away of it. I think that just shows the community that's created in this sport, and I think that's why it's probably one of the most unique sports that there is in that regard, and because of the way the competition turns out.
Got her back.
But yeah,
okay.
It really is. Yes. Inspiring. Okay, Monica, I am sorry. Hopefully this is going to work better. So go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he passed away, and then go ahead.
Yeah.
Obviously,
so we were a little bit lost, at the beginning. Well, still am, I think. But he had been training off and on quite a bit with Carrie with Grindstone, and she was out here for the service, and actually on her way home she called me and she's like, hey, we've gotten to know each other really well, and she's like, I know, this is quick, but just something to think about. I know you're going to need something to keep you busy. Why don't we do something to honor Ryder? And she kind of threw something out there, and then pretty much like after that, I, had some time to think about it. And we basically, that first year in 23, right after his accident, we started the foundation, and it was all cash donations that year. We didn't really do anything at events or anything because it was so quick. It happened in February, and then we were awarding $7,500 at Loretta's in 23. So that's what kicked off the whole idea of the foundation, and how how it really came to be. And then you saw in 24, we doubled almost doubled 23, what we raised in 23, we almost doubled that in 24. And then last year we did almost $19,000 at Loretta's. And so we had 9 recipients. And what it is, it's racing scholarships. So basically what we're doing is we're helping kids out that they don't get factory support, that are out there really a lot of times just piecing it all together themselves, or their families are, really working their asses off just to put it, make it happen for them. And so we want to try to ease some of that burden. And so we're giving them money to help them pay for nationals. So we wanted to turn this into something more positive, and Ryder was always such a giver that's how we did it. Like, we were just like, what would he want to do? He always wanted to help kids. And so this was just the best way that we felt like that we could honor him and really keep his legacy going.
Yeah, it would be really easy as a parent to kind of almost shut down and want to stay away from the sport and be angry and bitter. And instead you turned it into something really special and beautiful.
Yeah. You see everybody deals with it differently. Mm-hmm. That would be easy. And I think about if I wasn't doing that, besides, drowning myself in work sometimes, but if I didn't have the foundation, what would I do? And it would probably be a lot like curling up on the couch every night. And I just don't think that's what he would want. For us, I don't think that, like I said, it's a sport that, I rode, my husband rode, my brother rides. Like, it's just part of us. We know what that feeling is to throw a leg over a bike, and that freedom that you get when everything just leaves your mind and you're just out there by yourself. And it's hard to articulate what that feeling is. And I can't imagine not supporting that, because it's something that once you have it, you just can't get rid of it. So yeah, I just, it keeps me going. It gets me out of bed every day, and, and just to see the impact that we can have on these kids and how excited they are. They don't know that they're getting anything. I go to Loretta's every year and go meet all the applicants. And then for the ones that are receiving a scholarship, we have Donnie with FMF comes with me, and Carrie comes when she can, if she doesn't have somebody out on the track. And then we have another sponsor. She came out with me last year, and we all just show up with a big check and and say, congrats. And they have no idea they're getting it. So it's really, it's emotional. It's fulfilling. It's everything.
Yeah. And I love that. And in 24, I got to go around with you and meet some of the kids, and their families, and they got their stories a little bit, like Kaya Chisholm, and they, talked about how much it meant to them, and how, I think I even wrote a story on Vital MX. You guys can go find about it. But it's just really special. Those kind of things, it brings tears to your eyes, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, and how much that means to those families, Scotty. So it's not, a lot of people do nice things and do nonprofits and give back, but this one's really special. Mm-hmm. Did you have something?
Oh yeah. I was just going to ask, you mentioned that it after, obviously it's a life-changing thing that happened. The foundation kind of happened very quickly, as you mentioned. What was that first moment where you felt and a little bit fulfilled from it, and you saw it working, and how did that kind of go through the emotions of that moment?
So the first year was a little bit different. Obviously, I was just a mess all the time, but so we did the first one a little bit different. The $5,000 award winner, I did it before Loretta's. So I did it at the beginning of July. And after we chose the person, we called his parents. Carrie and I called his parents together, and we were like, hey, this is what's happening. I was going to fly out to wherever they are. I'm going to coordinate with you, come out and award them. Wanted to surprise the kid, and it was Lucas Corcoran. And so I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And the mom goes, well, hold on, there's a problem. He's in Mississippi. And I was like, I mean, it was a moment for me that was like, are you effing kidding me? And the reason for that is because I knew right when she said he was in Mississippi that he was with Kevin Windham. And in January, before Ryder's accident, we were making plans to go to Kevin Windham's to train for Loretta's. So after he was done with his area qualifier and did his region, that was the plan, was to go there. And so in that moment, that was my sign that this is what I needed to do, because Ryder sent me there. I'm going to Kevin Windham's and I'm going to award this kid his award. And I can't even tell you, I'm huge on, I'm always about the signs. And so when that happened, it was like, that was my destiny at that point.
Yeah. Well, Monica, you can't do this all by yourself. First of all, it's rdcracing.com. Go check it out. You can read Ryder's story. It's really a beautiful story. You can get involved. You can help out. You may want to turn in your own, letter and try to get a scholarship. But talk about the people you have helping, the supporters, and I think you have some new ones this year, and how everybody that makes this happen.
Yeah, it's an army, truly. So, right from the very beginning, I mentioned Carrie with Grindstone. She's super busy with Supercross, and she has so much stuff going on. So she does what she can. But Donnie with FMF, he's been with us from the very beginning. And if you haven't seen our trophies, which I don't like to call this winning, but I mean, the trophy is winning. It's better than what some of the pros are getting at the nationals. They are so awesome. And Donnie, takes care of all of that. We're actually in the process of designing this year's trophies right now. So they're huge. We had, Fly came on last year. So we've had some really cool things with Fly Racing. Rocky Mountain came on this year. At every event that we're at, they've given us, a moto toolbox full of tools, and we're doing raffles at all the races that we're at this year. And then we have High Peak Graphics, and they came on last year, and she is amazing. If you guys haven't seen her graphics, you got to go check her out. She's out of Colorado, but she is all custom all the time. But she does the big checks for the awards. She did custom pit boards for everybody last year.
Sick.
She just took it to the next level. They do a monetary donation as well. So those are, our big supporters. Then we have this year, which we're making this all happen. So there's nothing really published about it yet, but we're partnering with Verb Moto, and our entire application process is going to go through their new Prospect app.
Okay.
So now, we're kind of in the brainstorming part, but the vision is that you make it through your regional and you're going to get a notification. You have to be signed up on the Prospect app, but you'll get a notification. Hey, congrats from RDC Racing or the RDC Foundation. You qualify to be able to apply for a racing scholarship. And then you'll be able to see all the details for that on there. So we'll have our own brand part of their app for the RDC Foundation. And then, so that's really exciting, because that's huge, because one of the hardest things for us is getting word out there that this exists.
Yeah.
And that people can go and apply for it. So besides supporting it, we've got two different people that we're marketing to. We've got, the kids that we want to come and apply. And then we have the ones, that donate and buy our merchandise and all that to support us. So getting the word out to all these kids is really tough. The tracks that get behind us is where we get most of our applicants from. So, if there's tracks that have regionals, it would be great, for them to promote it a little bit on their side. I always reach out to all of them. Some of them respond, some of them don't. But yeah, so the Prospect app is going to be huge in getting the word out, and getting everybody a little bit more involved.
Yeah. And Wes and the boys are doing a really good job with that. So I think that's going to be a big benefit for RDC Foundation because, they'll get a lot more eyes on it. Monica, anything else you want to let us know about? Anything else you want to mention before we let you go? But before I finish asking you that, for our listeners, please, man, go check out rdcracing.com. See if you can do something to help out. And if you're not on the Verb Prospect app, download it, get signed up. It's really cool. But yeah, anything else you want to mention or that we need to talk about?
So probably one of the biggest questions right now with everybody going through their qualifiers and everything is, how do we apply for it? Mm-hmm. Or, what does that process look like? So we start accepting applications the Monday after all regionals are complete. And we take applications for about 2.5 weeks in there. So, and really it's a pretty simple form. We're going to have a new one this year, but, and you really just share your story. So the things that you've had to overcome to get to where you are, what you have to do to make it happen, so that's what the process looks like. And then, Lance and I, my husband, we go through all the applications and we figure it out, and then we see everybody at Loretta's. So
it really is a beautiful, wonderful thing that you guys are doing, in honor of your son. Again, it's you've already said it's very expensive to get to Loretta's. So the fact that you can surprise somebody that is deserving and help them out, again, in honor of Ryder, I thank you for doing that. It's really great. And you and your husband really are wonderful people. I've had the pleasure of visiting with you multiple times, and you really do care about the sport. And, it's completely nonprofit. It's just about giving back. I love it.
Yeah. Well, and I appreciate that. It's actually, do you have time for just one more little
of course.
story?
Sure.
So, so we were at the area qualifier in Mesquite, which, sorry, I didn't mention Mesquite. Mesquite Motocross is a huge supporter of us as well.
Right.
That's where Ryder's accident was. And he was training with Riley. And so we're kind of bonded in a weird way, but they're amazing people, even before all this. And so anyway, so I forgot what I was going to say. So we were out there so they do like a memorial lap and everything for Ryder at the area qualifier each year. So that's kind of dedicated to him. But going into that race, I was having a really hard time because it's always around the anniversary and everything. And I was questioning, like, should I continue to do this? Like, is this really, like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. Sometimes you just don't know if you're really where you should be I was kind of feeling like maybe my time was up with it. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, so
fair.
I'm there and Wes was there and right across from us. And we've talked a lot and, they've done different things to help us out and stuff, like sporadically. And we started talking about the app and he's like, what can we do to help you guys? And I don't know what it was. It was just a spark in me that was like, okay, I am like, this was like something, a little bit of growth. It was something that was showing me, maybe this is really what I should be doing. So Wes is kind of that conversation that we had. It was a little bit emotional but it kind of reminded me why I'm doing it. And that it is fulfilling, and I just need to put on my big girl pants and just keep on. So I was just like, okay, here we go. And so I really have Wes to thank for just getting me motivated again, because I really was feeling down and and so he's amazing. Like that, all the guys, we were just at the 500, which we've never done an event like that before, and so, they invited us to come out, and then we'll be at World Minis as well. So yeah, it really helped me. kind of gave me a big hug that I needed at that point.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that because I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing. I think it is important, and it's it's touching and helping a lot of people. So good for you. rdcracing.com.
Yep. And our Instagram is RDC Racing. So you can, I'm usually posting on there when we're going to be at some events and if we have new merch drops and things like that. So yeah. Or, anytime you're at an event and just want to come check things out and talk about it or, we're an open book. I know a lot of families ask, like, how do you continue to do it? I struggle with this sometimes. And, some of those conversations are, even some of the most fulfilling ones because, you've got to know your why. So
absolutely. Well, Monica, thank you for doing what you're doing, and thanks for reaching out to come on here because it's a good time to let everybody know and get everybody aware of what's going on. So thank you.
Yep, I appreciate it. Thank you, Jamie.
You got it, Monica. You have a good night, and I'm sure I'll see you somewhere soon.
Oh yeah, you will. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
That's Monica Colvin tonight, brought to you by Yamaha. Yamaha Racing, YamahaMotorsports.com. Very, very sad, unfortunate chain of events that nobody would ever want to see happen to anybody, but they are turning around and making something cool out of it.
Yeah, no, it's part of the sport, but it's also part of the sport that people communicate what am I looking for? People that community for it.
Sure. Yeah.
That build the community for it. I guess I don't know. There's another word there that I'm missing, but yeah, it's part of it.
Let's start wrapping this thing up. Cherubies USA, from the factory floor to the finish line. This is the Cherubies. For over 40 years, we've shaped the look, feel, and protection of motocross. Every curve, every vent, every color, engineered for riders who push the limits. Cherubies plastic and accessories are built for durability, tested in the harshest conditions, and trusted by champions worldwide. Whether you're lining up at wow, I gotta fix that.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
Yeah, whether you're lining up the gate or chasing your next ride, Cherubies gives your bike the identity it deserves. CherubieSUSA.com. Full plastic kits, hand guards, fuel tanks, bike stands, skid plates, and much more. Cherubies USA.
Am I supposed to do that one?
No, I think I told you T-Bolt and FXR.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Let me find. All right. When you think motocross handlebars, you think
Renthal.
Good job. Why? Because Renthal has been the worldwide leader in motorcycle handlebars for over 50 years, racking up 285 U.S. and 268 world titles. Renthal continuously lands on the podium with teams including Honda, HRC, Red Bull, KTM, Monster Energy, Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, HEP, Progressive Suzuki, and many more. Whether it's the Fat Bar, Twin Wall, or even the OG 7/8s, Renthal bars are unmatched. Renthal is also ahead of the game with their sprockets and grips. Don't forget, you can now go straight to the source with Renthal.com's new direct-to-consumer shopping for your motorcycle, mountain bike, and street needs. Free shipping on orders $99 and up. If you're not following Paul Parabinos on Instagram, you should. He is down in South America doing that mountain bike race this weekend. So yeah, we're gonna or maybe throughout the week. I'm not sure the dates of the actual events, but we want nothing but the best for him and hope he crushes it. I'd like to see him win. That'd be sick. All right, let's do T-Bolt USA top 5. So you're doing T-Bolt.
Yeah, sometimes when you have Renthal handlebars on your bike, you just want to cut loose and ride and with your buddies and shred your TTR Yamaha 110, Honda CRF 110, or your CRF 50. Maybe you even have a KLX 110 or 140, or even old school vintage Honda Z50s or CT70s. Regardless of what pit bike you may have, T-Bolt USA's warehouse has you covered on pit bike parts and accessories. I would imagine that they probably have Renthal available for the pit bikes.
Maybe.
It's
not in the read, so I don't know, but I bet they have stuff. Pretty much. They certainly have those other brands.
What you can find is BBR and Pro Taper handlebar kits.
Yep, can.
If they have Pro Taper, they probably have Renthal. So D&M shocks and even full bikes from YCF, Pitster Pro, and Piranha. T-Bolt USA is fully stocked to meet your needs. Visit TBoltUSA.com, order your parts, and go bang some bars with your buddies.
Absolutely. T-Bolt USA top 5 this week is worst movie or television series endings. This one, when I first thought of it, I was like, oh, this is going to be easy. And actually, I started off with just movies, and I was like, "Oh, this is not as easy."
I can't.
I
I really struggled to think of these. Because I feel like I definitely have had the feeling when I finish a movie. Sometimes I'm like, "That's it." Like, what was that? But I don't remember any of them. Like, I don't remember
in the movies I watch over and over. I'm like, I like the way they're.
Yeah, because that's why I watch them.
Yeah, sure. Okay, do you want to go first? And if you don't have 5, it's fine.
I will say that like. They're not necessarily bad endings, like the worst endings, but like the most controversial that like keeps you thinking. I like the one that drives people nuts, Inception, like with the top spinning at the end.
I don't know if I've seen that movie.
Oh, really?
I might have, but
it's very like
if I did,
ominous. Like you don't really know like. Is he okay? Is he not? And it's another Leonardo DiCaprio movie, but Shutter Island has the ending like that too, where it's like it's a good ending, but it's like you didn't tell us anything. Like we don't know. We don't know what happened.
Right.
So it's something like that.
Okay. Is all you got?
Kind of. I really struggled.
It's fine. You don't. I mean, if you don't have them, you don't have them. I mean, okay. So I'm gonna go.
I'm sorry. I do know I never got into this series and I thought that this was funny, but what I have heard as being known for one of the worst endings ever was how Game of Thrones ended. And I remember everybody getting so like worked up about like, oh, it's the final season, it's gonna be great, and then like the ending was terrible and like everybody was really pissed.
Just said you haven't seen it?
I just thought it was funny that everybody got worked up over it.
It'd been really nice if since you haven't seen it, maybe that's on my list because it is, and you just screwed it all up.
My bad.
Way to ruin everything, Scotty. Why do you hate kids and my top 5?
Yeah.
All right, so I went with the original Shining movie, where I think at the end the main character Jack like just freezes to death, but in the movie like the hotel burns down, or in the book it burns down. I hate anyway when you do a movie based off a book and change so much stuff, but they changed the ending of that. I didn't like that. I'm just kind of doing these quick because we are getting a little late on the show. Return of the Jedi, terrible ending with the Ewok celebration, and it was just lame and cheesy, and I didn't like it. Stupid ending.
That's the first one, right?
No, that's the third one.
Third
of the originals.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely not the first one.
My bad.
The movie Signs, M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh,
great, cool movie about aliens. Really badass jump scare where this alien like walks in front of a peephole or something. I can't remember. I've seen it a long time. But what they finally discover, as I recall, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but as I remember, the way they defeat the aliens is like they don't like water.
Yeah.
And our entire planet is almost like, isn't our planet like 2/3 water?
We're made of water.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So stupid.
That was what bothered you about that?
Yeah, it was just stupid. Game of Thrones, because the last season was rushed and they just kind of threw the ending together. I didn't really like it. It didn't end kind of how I wanted it to. But it was just like rushed and didn't really, I don't feel like it answered all the questions that needed to be answered. I put 2 down, which I watched both these series. I didn't care that much about the endings, but they were a little lame, and they're 2 of the biggest talked about. Mm-hmm. That's the series Lost, where they're on this island. You don't really know what's going on at the end. It was just like they're all dead. They were just in like purgatory.
Oh, that's the ending?
It's just they're all just purgatory, basically.
They could still interact with each other, though?
I don't even remember. It was just, I remember like being lame. I just remember going, seriously,
really? Seriously?
I gave you like 12 years of my life.
Yeah, it was on
for
forever.
This. Yeah. Same with Sopranos. Great show. And it just ended with the family like sitting in a little
but that
deli.
kind of fits for
and it just faded to black. And like, okay, not the worst ending, but you kind of wanted like an assassination or something. Like something, give me something like boom.
Every episode of Sopranos was like that though. Like it was like subtle plot twist. It wasn't like cliffhanger, but it was at the same time.
They just faded to black with like a song playing, as I recall.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite shows of all time, X-Files. Like nothing really got answered in the final episode. Like, come on, man, give me something. It got weird with the smoking man or the cigarette man or whatever the hell they called him, and I don't know. I was just like, really, I want to go out with a bang.
Yeah. Another one that was kind of Not that it was bad. It was just like not where I thought it was going. Was Stranger Things recently?
I didn't like the last season in general. I was just kind of
yeah.
I just lost it. I think they just took too long.
They didn't. The last season wasn't that great.
There's so many plot holes in that show.
There is a lot.
I mean, there's a million plot holes in Star Wars. So who am I to say? But yeah. Okay, that's it. Yeah, pretty kind of a weak top 5. I thought it was going to be better than it was, but it's fine. ETS. I kind of feel like I think we're going to save this one. Let's just do the read if I can find it.
I got it.
I got it right. Oh, go ahead.
ETS Racing Fuels was forged from the heat of competition nearly 30 years ago, developing purpose-engineered fuel for high-profile teams and highly competitive series. We have been the power behind many podium wins ever since. Teams using ETS Racing Fuels have won more than 50 national and world championship titles, and we continue to forge new alliances and partnerships across motorsport. Visit etsracingfuels.com.
So I'm going to go ahead and give the topic for the pick one, and we'll do this next week. Hopefully TJ or Chase will be here. But this way, our listeners can send us emails. So let's do this again to be clear. Our email is MotoXpodShow, because that's what we used to call this, MotoXpodShow@gmail.com. Or you can go to MotoXpod.com, our website, and click on the contact form. And we would love to get your contributions, your thoughts on our pick one for next week, which is, if you're traveling, you're out of the country, would you rather lose your phone or lose your wallet? In our group text, it was fairly unanimous, but I didn't completely.
Nowadays, your phone is your wallet for a lot of people.
That's true too, but that's going to be our pick one. So get involved. Before we do FXR picks for Detroit, I want to thank Shane McElrath. If it's on camera, we have a jersey. He gave me a full set of gear. Pants are here on the table, signed.
Oh, nice.
You can't really see them. I could do a bring the heat on why he signed in the blue part of the pant instead of the white.
On the butt? He signed on the butt.
Yeah, but anyway, those are going to go in my shop. Jersey sitting right there. Thanks to Shane for that. All right, and FXR. So that's FXR gear. Shane's in. FXR pick one, or FXR picks for Detroit. You want to do the read?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, do you have that one pulled up?
I do have it right here if you want me to do it. All right. FXR is designed by racers for racers. With industry-leading fit, finish, and performance, progression is the name of the game with every new piece created. At FXR, we push our brand to the next level to provide you with the best product possible. Used by Malcolm Stewart, Garrett Marchbanks, Mike Brown, Brock Tickle, Chris Keefer, and many more. FXR has core motor roots, so visit fxrracing.com to see the complete line of 2026 gear. All right, our pick one. Before we get into this, let's do our picks from last week.
Does that mean that you got them right?
No, I didn't. You did.
Nice.
I almost didn't tell you. I feel like you didn't.
We did 250.
I feel like you didn't because you picked Davies to win, and he did not win the damn race, but
he did win
officially
the damn race.
He won the race. So you went Davies, Deegs, Handmaker.
Nice. Man, the intuition on this guy.
I call BS on the Davies win, but whatever. It's right here. Also, shout out to Brian Ehrman and Aston Lemoyne, who both submitted picks for Birmingham. They did not get them right. Aston gave his 450s and did get that right, though. He went. That wasn't who we were picking last week, but he said Hunter, Eli, Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
So good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, Aston. Thank you for playing.
Well, it was Hunter, Kenny, Eli, but.
Well, I'm an idiot.
Cool. Well, we know.
Stop acting like an idiot. You're the idiot.
Don't be an idiot. Changed my life.
Okay, cool. I'm an idiot. Oops.
Oops.
Sweet.
Jeez. All right. So the giveaway. The FCP
did
giveaway,
we get it? I was going to ask you about that.
I'm going to give it to it's Coca Beta, Cokabetha. Okay. Coca Beta. I don't know what that means. They said that they like the show, that it's amazing. They usually listen to it while they're playing video games, but this is the first time they've commented. So thank you for commenting. You win a koozie and socks. So as long as you're in the International U.S.
Yeah,
or not
with-
international. Continental U.S.
Continental, not the international
Yeah,
U.S.
my bad. Continental U.S.
Yeah.
And just go to the contact form on MotoXpod.com or email MotoXpodShow@gmail.com. Either way,
give me your
let us
address.
know. Give your address. You're the winner. Thanks for tuning in and commenting.
Yep. Thanks to Chris at FCP. He sent me engine hangers for the bike, and then some socks and stuff. So cool.
Why don't you give him the engine hangers? Why'd you give him?
No, those go on my bike.
I'm just kidding.
All right, picks for Detroit. We're also supposed to. I think Chase and TJ submitted picks for the top 5. TJ said Dexter. Chase said
Sopranos.
Yep. So there we go. Okay. All right. Picks for Detroit.
450s.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Fuck. Okay. I'm just gonna go way. I'm gonna go way out on a limb. Kenny.
Okay.
Hunter, because I said he wouldn't finish outside the top 2. Chase Sexton.
Is he actually back this
Yeah, he'll
time,
be
or
back.
is it like Birmingham?
No, he's back. If I'm being 100% honest, I don't think he podiums, but I'm going. I'm taking a shot from half court.
Yeah,
maybe full
sometimes
court.
you have
maybe
to.
full court.
I was watching some March Madness this past weekend, and there's definitely a couple of those that went that way.
What do you got, Scotty? What's your picks for Detroit?
Eli bounces back
to win. Okay.
Hunter second.
Okay.
Coop third.
I like those picks. I need Coop to win.
I could see him winning in Detroit.
I can too. We got to turn some things around. Okay, we're gonna wrap this thing up. I obviously want to thank all of our sponsors: Yamaha Motor USA, Race Tech, Guts Racing, X Brand Goggles, T-Bolt USA, Renthal, Cherby's. Grill your ass off, guys. Go to Grill Your Ass Off and buy some seasoning. I know you're out there cooking. Support our sponsors so they keep helping us out. FXR, ETS Racing Fuels, Brunt Workwear, Dark Side MX10 to save. Dude, come on. You can't tell me you don't need some new boots to go to the track or go to work. Save some money, dude. They're awesome. I just got another pair. They're great. And yes, I did pay for them. Dark Side MX10 to save. Also, don't forget to go to Pulp MX Gives Back and buy a $30 ticket or 10 to get a chance to spend the day at the Lawrence compound. Thanks to Pulp MX for that. Thanks to Levi Kitchen. Thanks to Coty Schock. Thanks to Aden Keefer, Monica Colvin. Other than that, Scotty, anything else before we go?
No, man. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay, we're out.